right. What's going on, y'all? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. What's good? What's good with it? YouTube Studios. There we go. We in this thing. What's good with it, y'all? Good morning. Beans and rice. Who's this person? Says they're a recent guest. Hey, what's going on?
Yo, what's good? How are you feeling?
Good. What's happening with you?
So I just want to comment on this. I agree to a certain extent, but the only condition that I agree with this, like, if men's feelings shouldn't be validated, then we should only validate women's feeling when we want sex, and that should be okay. Because at the end of the day, it's an exchange of energy, and we choose when and where we give our energy to a woman.
No.
And that should be okay.
No. That doesn't even make sense. I'm sorry.
Why doesn't that make sense?
It doesn't make sense. What are you getting from men's feelings shouldn't be validated?
I think men's feelings should be validated to prevent like the next pew pew at a school or a theater or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I think that
I disagree. I think validating men's feelings is what leads to pew pewings. Right?
So how do you prevent it then?
You have to educate men when they're boys.
What do you educate them on?
I mean, I talk about gender theory, so it would be you would need to educate them on gender theory. You would need to actually like tell men the truth about what's going on and not lie to them. And
like you tell them, like what you gotta tell a man essentially is that your life don't matter no more. You gotta give your life value. When you're a boy,
I don't believe that.
You have value. But now that you're a supposed man, you gotta create your own value.
No, you have to not hurt other people and you will remain valuable. But as soon as you start to hurt other people, you don't have any value anymore. Now you are a negative on society. If you don't hurt anybody, then you're a positive. You have value.
But like, unless you have power and money, it's okay. Because like, if you're a politician, we can just create proxy wars, just send men overseas and unalive them for no reason. That's okay. That's not an issue. We're okay with that, though.
Who is we? I don't know who you're talking about.
As a society, because we demonize these people that make horrible decisions, but yet we praise governments that go to other countries, destroy their infrastructure, steal their
I think you're wait. I don't think this is the right lie for that, because I'm not down with that shit. I'm anti-imperialism. I'm anti-capitalism. I'm anti-patriarchy. I'm anti-racism. I'm anti-religion. I'm not on any of that type of shit. I don't know what you're talking about. So
I'm just saying, as a society, though, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you're okay with that.
But you're proving my point. If they're sending people over there to be unalived, we are, and that is because we have validated the feelings of men. Because men feel like, oh yeah, we should. It's our right to go over there and unalive people for for their land and for their resources or whatever the case may be. Cracker, you won't come up here and say that shit. So I don't know why y'all be liking to say weird shit in the comments. Rogish.
What it do?
What's good with you, man? You had a question for me?
Yeah. Who shouldn't validate men's feelings?
Us, society, by society in general.
Well, the thing is, we comprise the society, so you only have two parties in the society. So only one party's feelings should be validated in both parties that comprise the society.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
What's the problem? What's the problem with that?
No, but where's the complementarity in that? If I don't understand.
Why do we need?
I'm not following your logic.
Yeah. So why do we need? If men are oppressive, right, and men are participating in the oppression of themselves. Oh, you got to get muted. These are right. She got a lot of background noise. So men are a part of the oppressive class, right, and they are either actively or passively, either allowing the oppression to happen or actively participating in it. Why do we need balance? I don't want the oppressors to have a voice in our society.
Our society. Well, I mean, but the thing is, it seems that you are presenting your perspective as if there can be an objective placement within these societies. You have men and you have women. I understand that there are a lot of different variations that people are projecting within these future times. I get it, but we're talking the nature of it.
I'm not talking the nature of anything. That's what you are trying to bring it to. I'm not talking about nature.
Right. But this is the thing. This means that you are also judging the species of the people based off of how these societies, how the Western society is designed.
No.
Yes.
You're making too many assumptions.
Projection as a Western style of society.
Nope. You're making too many projections. You're wrong. Because the patriarchy exists in the East, in the West, in the North, and the South. It's on the fucking North Pole. It's in the South Pole. It doesn't matter. It's everywhere. So oppression is on every continent, in every country, on this earth.
That is not patriarchy. That's terrorism. And
Wait, huh? What are you talking about?
Are you a feminist?
Sure, whatever.
You consider
I don't even care. I don't care. I don't. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. But yeah, sure. For argument's sake, yeah, I'm a feminist. Cool.
Well, no, I don't want you to just agree.
I just don't give a fuck. Like, you can label me whatever you want to label me. I'm just saying the patriarchy is not. Hold on, Rogish. Hey, stop. I'm telling you right now. Stop talking while I'm talking. What I'm trying to tell you is, you just said that that's terrorism. What's terrorism?
Yes.
What's terrorism?
That oppression that y'all refer to as patriarchy, as if manhood doesn't contain any nurturing aspects to it, as if all it is oppressive, overtly forceful.
It is
lacking of empathy.
It is.
If all men participate in those power dynamics.
Not all men. I don't think all men participate in it. I do think the vast majority of men do. But since you brought up the word manhood, which is a vague, statement. What good qualities exist? Like, so I do this all the time. Name a masculine trait, attribute, characteristic, whatever, that you can attribute to the majority of men that you said is a positive.
I don't know the majority of men.
No, but wait. No, hold on. Rogish, stop. When I start talking, stop talking. I'm trying to help you out. You're not making a point. You're not helping. Okay. So let me help you out. No, let me help you out because you don't understand. Or you're playing a game, one of the two. So let me help you out. So you either, he ran. They always run when they try to do that stupid shit. Go ahead, Icy. Hold on. Go ahead, Icy keyboard.
I simply think men's feelings should be validated because I'm not sure if they have enough knowledge to be held to the same standard as, say someone who actually fully understands the patriarchy. So in order to have like a good conversation with this person or even to appeal to this person, you're still going to have to appeal to their feelings in some way.
What? I'm so confused. Say that again.
Yeah, like, okay, for example, if you're going to talk about like patriarchy and the ways that, men affect women by their use of the patriarchy, this person, they may not understand what the patriarchy is. So just arguing, like, maybe they feel like what they were taught was an illusion, right? Like, when a man, he goes into a relationship and he thinks a woman should do this simply because the patriarchy tells him this. Now he's feeling the illusion of patriarchy isn't there, and like he's being wronged by society because what he was told about women was incorrect, which is literally something that happened to him, right? He was misled. But if you acknowledge this, right, we can move forward to talking about why the patriarchy is bad. If we just say, well, that's not how it works, you're an idiot, you're not really acknowledging that he was lied to and that he's going through this process of being shown the truth.
So, A, I do that. First and foremost, A, I do that. But B, that still doesn't mean I need to validate their feelings. Because they weren't wrong. Because I mean, they were wronged by men, which would just feed right back into what I'm saying. That's why you shouldn't validate men's feelings. You were wronged by a man. That's what I'm saying. Why are you not, why are you listening to men when men are leading you astray? Why are you listening to men when men are destroying your life? The men that you look up to are the men that's destroying your life. The men you want to be like, the men you think that you should be like, are the men that are the very same men that are destroying your life. Why are you validating them? Why are you validating their feelings?
Well, it's because they still have like a game plan for how to correct the issue, right? And their game plan is going to be taking the rights away from women, right? Like when a red pill man, he sees that women are not just objects, right? His immediate thought is women should be objects, so I have to find some movement I can align myself with to make women objects. They don't ever think that, well, maybe this is the natural state of things, and it would just be better for me to change my view of women. They don't think that, right? So if you appeal to them, you're gonna have to appeal to them in some way. Now, the red pill, they have it like down packed. They just appeal to them by saying, the way that you view things is how it should be. Women are already incorrect in doing the things that you think that they shouldn't do. So that's why they're never going to take accountability. They're never going to actually do anything to change themselves because there's this group that's literally telling them, women are just incorrect. Like your view of women, yes, it's not like compatible with reality. That's because you're correct. Reality is just, reality is just wrong. These women are just doing you wrong in some way. So appealing to them and telling them how, this plan, it'll never work. It'll only make them unhappy. That's a far easier path than just telling them that they're wrong because they're just never going to listen to you.
Yeah, I think you think that you can appeal to these people with logic, but you can't. And ultimately, that's what I'm thinking you're trying to say, even though you are like all around, like you're not really making sense yourself. But like, I don't like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't care. Like, I've done this more times than most people.
I'm saying the opposite. Logic is never going to get through to them, right? You have to appeal to their emotions and the things that they're going through. That's why I'm saying that you should.
I do that. That's what I do that.
Validating their feelings.
Huh?
That's validating their
no,
emotions.
You don't validate their feelings. Their feelings are dangerous. So you don't validate it.
If you can't use logic with someone, right? Don't you think you have to use emotions at a certain point?
You can't separate logic from emotions. And that's why men are trash at logic, because they don't let their emotions, they don't allow their emotions to play any bearing on their decision making or whatever. Or that's what they say.
Actually factual. No, they're actually like 100% emotional. They don't recognize that they're emotional.
I'm trying to listen to what I'm saying. You need both. To be logical, you need both. Right? So it's not that
you can be logical without it's just not going to be compatible with reality. Like you're going to be like, for example, let's say I wanted to have intercourse, right? So I just said, well, I can just take it and not care about the emotions of another person, right? But that's a logical train of thought. It's just disregarding any type of emotion coming from the other person, or like even how I'm gonna be feeling towards this person when I'm doing it. Like, it's just throwing that part away. But with men, right, when it comes to like red pill, right, they don't think in the same. Their logic isn't based upon the same facts, right? So because of that,
their logic isn't based on facts. Therefore, it's not logical.
Well, yes, but you're saying, okay, most people, whenever they're having a stance on politics, right, they're starting off with some type of emotion. Like with red pill men, they feel like women, right? They're frustrated with women, right? That's the entire red pill paradigm. They're frustrated with women, so they're making logical choices to control women because they think that their frustration with women is warranted and justified. The same thing with even feminism, right? You know, the feeling of unfairness, of being viewed differently simply because of your gender, that's an entirely reasonable feeling, right? It's reasonable for you to say, you know, I don't want to be viewed in this way simply because of what I have in my pants. Now, like, there are logical steps to take to change this predicament, and that's what, you know, feminism is. It's not just 100% logical to be a feminist. It is based in some type of emotion.
Yeah. I don't think that what you're describing is them being logical. I think what you're talking about is like why they would do something, and that's why they would do it. Yeah, you're just talking about like why they would. Hold on, icy, hold on. So that's first thing. Secondly, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to tell you that when you're in this space, you cannot appeal to them in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the only thing that it's them. It's not the delivery. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's them. Like they have to be receptive to it. That's the only thing. That's the only way you can get them to be receptive to it. Is like they have to be receptive to it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't force them to be receptive. You can't trick them. You can't like they're going to shut it down every way. Like, they have cognitive dissonance. They're going to shut it down. Their mind is built. It's a trap. You know what I'm saying? So it's a steel trap. You know what I mean? It's a trap. It's like you go in this door, the logic goes in this door, and boom, they slam the trap shut. The appeal to the emotion goes in this door, boom, it slams the trap shut, right? The only way for you to get through that fucking maze is for them to remove it. It's to let you in. Now, what creates or fosters an environment where they are willing to do that? I don't know. They could be going through something. Like, I have no idea in the moment, like, what gets them there. But I'm just telling you that in my discussions with them, I've talked to them for hours. I'm talking about one person repeatedly for hours. And in the moment, they'll be like, no, I understand. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, whatever the fuck it is, right? And then come back the next day and he'll go against everything he just said the day before. Like, he'll just go right, like he just hit reset. But pub didn't same old red pill talking. I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Then I do the same thing again. I walk them down the same thing again. We come to the point where they're like, I understand. And they'll even repeat back to me like the thing that I'm saying. So I'm like, they do understand it. Next day comes, same fucking like, and then randomly one day, it'll just connect. I have no idea what happens. It's something happens in their life, but I'm not here to convince them right now. Like, that's not, like, I know that more than likely I'm not going to be able to do that, right? What I do is I have the conversation in hopes that when that moment comes, whatever that event is that triggers that it allows them to like remove their blinders for a minute. I'm hoping that my conversation, you know, will help to, you know, set them on the right path or whatever the case may be. That's it. Like, what you're talking about, if you think you can like win an argument or win a debate with the red, like, you can't. You can't. You're not going to do. I'm not that guy. I've seen that guy that goes around the country and like talks to men or people who are in the KKK, that black dude, and he befriends KKK. Like, I have no energy to do that whatsoever. That's not my approach. That's his approach. I won't even say that's good. I think it's dangerous. I wouldn't do it. I don't think it's useful or helpful, to be honest with you. But that's his approach, right? I'm going to protect myself at the end of the day. Me protecting myself is I'm not going to lock myself in a fucking cage with these with these people and put myself at risk. I'm talking about my brain, by the way. I'm not gonna allow that to happen. So I have to have the conversation a particular way to protect myself ultimately.
How's it going, man?
And then in hope, what's up, Carlos? And then I hope that they listen. That's all. But I don't think what you're saying would actually work. That's what I'm saying. I've done it before. I've seen it tried. I've done it. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you do it. They're not going to listen the vast majority of the time.
I mean, I think we have evidence that it works. That's how Red Pill even started, is because it appealed to the emotions of these men. So if we're gonna go like based on how they're already acting and appeal to their emotions, it's just that's not how
Red Pill started though.
Red Pill did start with appealing to the emotions of men.
It didn't. It started. No, see, sir, the men have. It wasn't. Red Pill doesn't go against what men have been taught. It doesn't go against all the history books. It doesn't go against all the media that we've consumed. It doesn't go against any of that shit. Red Pill validates all of that shit. It tells you know, all those things what in the history books, how women are nowhere to be found in anything important, right? And it tells you that men built the world and all of that shit. Yeah, you see how that works. Yeah, that's what's going on. You're right. They're right. These women ain't shit. We built the world. They're secondary. You see how this Bible or how this Abrahamic religion told you that women are beneath men? Yeah, you see that? Yeah. Red Pill came in and validated that. They didn't appeal to their emotions. They appealed to their education. They appealed to their conditioning, to their brainwashing. That's all they did. They radicalized them. That was all they did. It would be, if they actually went against the things that they were taught, it wouldn't have worked. That's what I'm doing. I'm going against what people were taught, right? I'm going against our fundamental foundation.
But you don't think that would make just a normal dude feel a little upset, right? Like I think it's just like, you know, being told that you were wrong and that the things that you're striving towards, right? Like this white picket fence and this family and this woman you have as a trophy. If this is your dream, having that snatched away from you is going to make you feel a little shitty, you know? Like it's like taking the privilege away from someone, right? Like that's gonna make them feel shitty.
So I'm supposed to coddle them?
No, but I'm saying that's what Red Pill does. Red Pill tells them that your dreams, right, the thing that you've been conditioned to think, right, is correct. The things that you're dreaming about, that you're striving towards, these things are correct. That's literally the exact opposite of what the left is telling them. So it's like, I don't know how you can like kind of separate their emotions from this. When, I mean, if they were
I'm not trying to separate their emotions from it. I'm telling you that their emotions are the thing that is like driving them, right? Like they feel like, oh, it's this way, but then they also are conditioned to think it is this way. And on top of that, to bring it all together, they're rewarded for thinking this way. They're protected by other men in the cult. So they get it from every angle. And you have like fucking these like lone voices out there throwing fucking pebbles at the castle. That's all you got. Like, they're inside the castle, protected inside the castle, behind the castle walls, and then you got a motherfucker like me throwing a rock. That's all I'm doing. I'm just throwing a rock at the castle, and I'm like, hey, it might hit somebody. Sometimes I hit people, sometimes I don't. But like, I know that that's what it is. Like, if I wanted to, if I was like,
don't you see how this is protecting their emotions, right? Don't you see how this is literally allowing them to not think about the world they live in? That's like the easiest thing you can do. Just think everything I was taught is correct. I don't have to improve myself. I don't have to view women differently. You know, all my dreams.
What do you mean this? What do you mean by this? When you were talking about this, what are you talking about?
What?
I don't know what you mean.
Like this idea of like, the woman who's like an object. Yeah, they don't have to work on themselves. They don't have to change anything. So that's what they're protecting.
I know.
That's what Red Pill is protecting.
I know.
That's protecting their emotions. That's protecting their emotions. So if they're gonna go and follow Red Pill based on their emotions, why is it absurd for me to think that they change their mind based on emotions?
I don't know what you're talking. I once again, I don't know what your point is.
I
don't know what you're trying. I don't know what you're trying to say. I don't know.
Okay, we're both agreeing. We're both agreeing that red pill coddles their emotions. It allows them to not think. It allows them to simply view women in the way that they want to, right? Feminism and the left has taught them that like the Abrahamic religions, the way you view women as objects, you view them as a trophy. All these things are incorrect, right? And they're objectifying women, right? We're gonna have to hurt their emotions by saying this, right? If they're gonna go to the red pill community simply because it protects their emotions, why is it irrational for me to think that they'll go to the other side based on emotions?
Because you won't be able to appeal to their. I'm trying to. It doesn't matter. You can't appeal to their emotions.
You can though.
How?
But you can though.
How?
It's actually okay. You can talk about the outcomes of this society, right? For example, the male suicide rate, the heart disease rate, the fact that we stress ourselves out a lot more simply because we're not actually looking at forming unions with people. We're looking at purchasing people. And so it's gonna put you in a place.
I talk about all of that though. I literally tell them. I tell them the downside of being misogynistic all the time. I do appeal to their emotions in that way. I do it all the time. I can't appeal to them logically. I'm trying to tell you. I know I can't be logical with the majority of them. So I tell them like, yo, bro, I've tried it every which way, and I will continue to try it. I'll be like, yo. Hey, you want to have more access to women? Treat them like human beings. They'll like you more if you see them as people. You see how you keep striking out.
But that's the only way I've ever gotten like a good conversation out of someone who's red pill. Like I have to literally sit there and be like, yeah, you aren't having good relationships because you don't want to be friends with women. You just think they're like objects. You don't know anything about them.
I do all of that. I do that on steroids. I do that all the time. Like that's what I do every day. That's nothing. That's easy. That's what I'm saying. Like they trust me. They're gonna pivot. They're gonna say something else. They're gonna be like, well, no, there's no. Well, I don't really see that being the case, and whatever. They're gonna make up some fucking. They're gonna make up some fucking. They're gonna say, what are they gonna say? They're gonna say, my homie. Hey man, I don't know, man. I saw a homeboy that got a homeboy, that got an uncle, that got a cousin, and they went through the same thing. Or these women just want to date men who got money, and that's what they're gonna do. Like that's all they do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, I just thought that that's kind of validating their feelings. Like, even if I'm not saying that their thoughts about their feelings are correct, I still like try to acknowledge the way that they feel at the end of the day.
I acknowledge it. I tell them that. I tell them that. I acknowledge it. I say, I see that. Hold on, brother. I tell them, I see that what you feel, and I'm telling you where it comes from, and I'm telling you why it's wrong. I do all three. You can't do one or the other. You got to do it all. I'll be like, yep, I know why you feel that way. I know where you got that from. I know who started that. I know who told you that first. I know the source. Like, I'll take them to the source and be like, yep. And here we are now. Like, what are we going to do about it now? That's what it is.
Well, that's fair then.
They blame women.
Well, I'm a job. I don't have any disagreement.
All right, bet. They blame women for. I missed it. This is the first person up there.
What's up? Thank you for having me.
No problem. Yes.
So, first of all, I want to say I do agree with a lot of the things you say, and I admire how you're so vehemently defending women. I feel like there needs to be more women in this conversation, and maybe you as a man, if you don't mind, I'd love to challenge some of your speech, some of the way that you showcase your points, to be honest.
Okay. Go ahead.
Because you say a lot of they when speaking about men, when you yourself are a man. That's my first point.
Well, you don't have a point because I include myself often. I don't include myself in everything because not everything, I don't do everything. I haven't done everything that every man has done. But when it applies to me, I say we all the time. I always talk about the shit that I do.
When does it apply to you? And
Whenever
also,
it applies.
I'm also questioning. And also, I always question guys that pander. Well, obviously, you are pandering to women in your content.
Oh, I'm not pandering. Wait. I'm not pandering.
Why?
I'm not pandering at all. I don't think you know the definition of the word if you're saying I'm pandering. I almost guarantee you don't know the definition. Right. I've never had to pander.
Right. Okay.
So am I lying? Oh, no, wait, Leah. Am I lying about what I'm saying? Yeah. Is what I'm saying not true?
Which part?
Generally what I'm saying, my ideals, you said you listen and watch. You said you agree with what
I mean, I don't think that just men's feelings shouldn't be validated. I think human people should be, like, feelings should be validated.
Okay. Aside from this prompt, right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong about the stuff that I'm saying, generally speaking?
Most of the things, no, but I do agree with what Icy said, that men are also emotional beings, you know?
Hold on, wait. I don't want to pivot. I just want to walk us down this path. The reason why that's important is if I'm not lying about what I'm saying, then I'm not pandering to women. If I'm just telling the truth, then how is that pandering?
Well, just the way that you market yourself, and apart from the prompt you said, mm-hmm. But I think the prompt is kind of like pandering to women.
How?
Because it is something that's obviously gonna. Sorry, my English is not that good because I'm not English, but
yeah.
It's obviously something that's gonna trigger some people. And it's gonna trigger emotions, especially women that have been wronged by men.
But why wouldn't this trigger men more?
Yeah, that's also gonna trigger them, but it's still, they're both gonna get triggered, but it's obviously you're choosing a side.
Yeah, I'm choosing the right side. Once again, am I lying or am I, because choosing a side is not wrong.
I know, but it's just the way you go about it that I think it's a little bit wrong.
How? I would love, and this is no shade, no tea. No shade, no tea. If you think that the way that I'm going about what I'm doing wrong, then why don't you do it the way you feel like you want to do it? Right?
I just feel like because you think you're helping a lot, and you are, but sometimes you get like the opposite effect.
I don't care about that though, because I'm not perfect. I'm perfectly okay with sometimes it doesn't work out. I'm okay with that. But if you think anybody in any of these spaces are always getting it right and always being helpful, then I don't know. That's some little kid fairy tale shit. I know that's not true. I've seen plenty of people who I agree with the majority of the time get it wrong. But that's what you're telling me I need to be though. Because you just said most of the time I get it right. Hold on, Leah. Stop. You just said most of the time I get it right. But sometimes it has an adverse effect. Okay. So you want me to focus on the sometimes and not the most?
No, I never said that.
That is what you just...
No, I said the way you go about it. The way you go about it, it just alienates men. And I've had from experience, I've had experiences where I've talked to men.
Okay.
And when you validate their feelings, they actually talk to you, you know? They actually try to hear you out.
When you lie to them, yeah.
No, when you validate, because it is true, we none of us chose to live in this fucked up system.
What feelings of men have you validated that actually should have been validated?
Well, for example, I mean, I can empathize with some men, especially the ones that are feeling lonely and stuff because of the way the system is set up. And I don't think it's justifiable, their actions, but still, I don't think the way to solve it is to make them feel even worse.
But you're not answering my question, Leah. You said that you validated these men's feelings. And I'm asking you, what feelings did you validate that should have been validated?
That's a good question, actually. Yeah, their loneliness, for example, because as a woman, I don't have to worry about, you know, at least in my position, I don't have to worry about things that they do. And I do kind of feel bad for some men. I can't lie.
But why? Okay, so you validated the fact that they're lonely. Why are they lonely?
Because they're shit. I
Then why
mean,
would you validate their lonely? You see what I'm saying? If they're the cause of their loneliness, why would I validate it? Because when they say they're lonely, they're blaming it on other people. They're saying that women are the reason for my loneliness, instead of them saying I'm the reason for my loneliness. And if they said I'm the reason for my loneliness, I would validate that, because that's true.
yeah.
So why would I validate his feelings if his feelings are I'm lonely and the reason why I'm lonely is because of you women? I would never do that. You think that that's helpful? I don't. I think that's dangerous.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. I just wanted to ask you that honestly because a lot of men try to speak out for women, and it just seems sometimes that it's pandering. That's just it.
I don't know what to tell you. If that's how you feel about those men or about me, I just, like I said, anytime somebody says that to me, I'm gonna challenge you on it, because I just want to know where you're getting it from. And I feel like people nowadays use the word that, and they don't understand it. You just heard it. You heard it from somewhere, and you just say it now, like, oh, he's pandering. But how? If I'm telling the truth, how am I pandering? You think I'm pandering? You just said that I made a prompt that would trigger both men and women. So how am I pandering to women if I make a prompt that could trigger both?
Yeah, I'm about to leave because your followers are like talking mad shit.
I mean,
So yeah.
You cut the comments off.
Comments off?
Yeah, you cut them off. You can just hold the button down, and a thing will pop up to say, like, push where the comments are, hold the button down, and a thing will pop up and say cut comments off, and you cut the comments off.
Alright, cool. Because I have social anxiety and shit, and these bitches are not helping in the cause. But anyway, I'm just trying to say, yeah. Thank you for your work, but maybe try to be a little bit less aggressive to men, because it's not helpful. Like,
how are you, Balia?
Aggressiveness, like the aggressiveness is not gonna help.
Balia, you do realize that I am a man, right? You do know that, like, I am, like, very much a man. And what you are telling me about men in general is just wrong. Men don't give a fuck about aggressiveness. They don't care about delivery. They'll be the ones to tell you that, by the way. That's not even me. You trying to tone police me, which many of people have tried to do, which I don't understand. Why, like, if you really get what I'm doing, why would you ever try to tone police me? But yeah, I don't need to change my tone, and I don't need to change my delivery. And the reason why I know this, and I use this all the time, because when Kevin Samuels used to do his thing and he would call women B words and linebackers and call them fat and say that they don't deserve love and all of these things, the men were cheering. They were clipping up his videos, and they still do. And they call him the Godfather. When he was doing that to women, when he was aggressive towards women, they loved it. So when I give them that same energy back, but I'm right, then I need to change my tone? No, I don't. Absolutely not. I will not change my tone. I will still be as aggressive as I've ever been, because I've always been aggressive. That's who I am.
Listen, I'm the first girl to be aggressive to men, but like, I just feel like they don't listen to me because of that reason.
They don't listen to you because you're a woman, Leah. They don't listen to you because you're a woman.
But I've had men change, like, more or less their point of view just by the way of, like, approaching the conversation, you know?
I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But you could believe that. How do you know that they've changed? How did their behaviors change? That's what I care about. Forget what they told you.
First of all, okay. I mean, I can get personal, but I mean, they have cut off, like, friends that are misogynistic because of things that, like, being friends with me and
nice,
you know, connecting on an emotional level.
I love that for you.
So I'm just saying that it's possible to like change. I mean, guys can change if, as you say, they see people, like women, as people. But since I have men that have had misogynistic tendencies and I've had to speak with them, I have seen their growth. And it wasn't, and I didn't need to be aggressive about it.
Okay. And for you, I love that. I don't think everybody doesn't need the same approach, because if we're going anecdotally, or you know what I mean, if you want me to give my testimonials, I got scores of men that would tell you like, oh yeah, no, public helped me, and I used to get triggered, and that was the thing that had me listening, and then now I've like, yeah. So it's just a different approach. That's fine.
Okay, and can I ask you something before I leave?
Mhm.
Because I've like made you like switch up, because according, like, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You believe that every man thinks a certain way.
No.
So what pushed you? What made you like open up your eyes?
I don't think every man. That's too extreme. I do think the vast majority of men are misogynistic and conditioned to be misogynistic. But for me, it was my wife.
Yeah, that's interesting.
There's a page on here with this woman. She's quote unquote pink pilling her man, like in real time, and you can just see her just having these conversations with him. Like I went through that like 12 years ago with my wife. Like what he's doing right now online, like me and my wife did that like 12 years ago. And it was just like her just being like, you know, hey, that's misogynistic, or hey, that's sexist. And I was like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? And then I just started to like listen, and I was like, oh, okay. Oh shit. And then it led me, like, ultimately it led me to this place to where it became this thing that was so much bigger than me, because I saw it systemically. I didn't know it. I didn't understand it systemically before. I just looked at it as like, I'm misogynistic, I'm sexist, you know, this guy is like, I didn't know it was like a system. I had no idea. And then when I saw it from a systemic standpoint, I was like, oh shit. And then I saw how it connected to my politics, because it's always been, you know what I mean, I've always been somewhat of a political, like a junkie, so to speak. And I've been a leftist since I was 10 years old, or I would identify as a leftist. I never understood the connection between like patriarchy, racism, capitalism, colonialism. Like I didn't understand any. I knew about all the rest of that stuff, and I was missing the fucking elephant in the room. Like I was missing the biggest component, which was the patriarchy. I had no idea.
And now can I ask you, well, okay, two things. So that proves my point also, that according, like, you can change a man through other ways than, you know, challenging, which is okay. It's fine. But how do you think
my wife challenged? My wife yelled at me at times. Yeah, she did it all.
That's not okay though.
To you, Leah, to you. Stop projecting that onto me. You can feel like that. You can feel like you don't like that for yourself, or you don't need that.
Yeah, I don't like people yelling at me. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's fine. Like I'm not telling you that like, get over it. You should let people, like, no, I respect it, but I'm saying that's for you. You don't put that on me though. My wife yelled at me. I deserved it. I was freaking an idiot. And she was like, what the fuck are you doing? And she yelled at me, and I would listen when she would yell, and I would listen when she would talk. I listened both times. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're human. You know what I mean? So, do you have anything else you want to say?
No. I'm just going to go, but thank you for your time. And just for everybody saying that I vote for Trump and everything, you clearly don't know me. Just check my page. I just like to have conversations with men about this shit. So yeah, that's it.
I don't get from anything that you're saying that I just think you're misguided. And I'm just saying in your approach with me. I'm not, how you do it in your life, that's okay. Like, I'm not telling you how to do it, right? I'm saying, like, if that's how you want to do it, if you want to validate their feeling, you think that's the best way to do it. Here's what I'm saying. I guarantee you, per capita, we're probably reaching the same amount of men. For every, 20 men I'm sorry, way more than that. For every 200 men you talk to, you're probably getting through to one. with your method. For every 200 men I'm talking to, I'm probably getting through to one. That's my proof. It don't matter how you talk to them. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not how you talk to them. They don't care. Some men will tell you, I got a homie. I'm like you, right? I played sports my whole life, right? I got a homie that he loved when the coaches yelled at him. He would tell me, like, I hate that shit. I can't stand when I'm like at work or I'm in a professional setting or anything like that, right? And it's somebody like, you need to get up and treat. I'm not in the military. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not your subordinate. You know what I'm saying? So I never responded well when coaches would yell at me and stuff like that. Like, that's not really how I got down. You know what I'm saying? But I had a homie, he would tell you straight up. He was like, yo, I need the coach to yell at me. I need him to be like, you a stupid motherfucker. Hey man, you got to get on the ball. And like, you know, they needed that aggression. It would bring something out of them, right? Some men like that shit. Some men or women, some people like that shit. I don't. You don't. I don't, right? But some people do. So you keep on doing what you do, right? Appeal to them in your gentle way. And take the more, I'm dead serious, take the more gentle approach, and I'll take the more aggressive approach. And we'll meet, and I'll see you in the end zone.
That's fair enough. Honestly, it was a good conversation to have, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take care. And to the people telling me to go, he can kick me out anytime, bro.
Leah, you're cool. Don't worry. Don't read the comments. I'm talking to you. You can go in the comments and comment to the commenters, if that's fair.
Yeah, I just got distracted. Anyway,
no, you're good.
Okay.
All right. BBG, Reese Scott said, BBG help. $2 on the Temu pick me. Also said, 5 on this lady. Man, get your pick me ass on. Start your own live. Public is here talking to men about men's issues. The men's not going to pick you. Damn. Intently Purposeful said, if anyone don't like how Pub runs his fucking channel, stay the fuck away. Go be a pick me and pander to men on your own channel. Don't show up for his show. Coddle dudes on your own time. My Shining Star said, Public, you are great. You just don't lie for men. That's what I figured. In all honesty, y'all know how I feel. Cash Me Outside said, nah, she should leave. Stop tone policing. I gotta tell you something. If you want to appeal to men, and Leah said it. That's the funny thing. She said it herself. You have to lie to men. You have to lie to men, either through omission or just straight up lies. Like, you either got to act like if a man is lonely, then you got to be like, there, lonely man. I understand. I get it. You're lonely. But by omission, you're not addressing why he's lonely. Right? You're not actually saying, like, well, why are you lonely? Because that's what I would say. They'd be like, hey man, you know, it's hard out here for men. And then I would be like, well, why is it so hard for men? What's making it so hard? Why are men so lonely? Oh, well, you know, these women. Oh, okay. Actually, no, sir, it's you. It's you don't respect them and da 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 da. And then we would go down that line. Like, I'm not about to sit there and be like, I totally understand you feeling lonely though. Like, I don't. How do you isolate yourself and then blame the world? Like you move to a deserted island and then blame the world for not visiting you. Like, you put yourself in the corner. Why would I acknowledge that? Why would I ever be like, oh no, I get it though. Because it is hard out here for men. It's not. It's really not. I need for men to understand how easy it is for us. We have it easy, especially comparatively. And I'm comparing our plight to women, right? We have it easier than women in almost every way. All we have to do is deprogram ourselves. That's it. You want a woman? This is the golden age of getting a woman right now. You want a woman? I'm going to talk to the lonely man. Hey, sir, sitting on the couch here. Let me turn my head sideways. Hey, you sitting there. You ain't doing nothing, right? You might as well get up and listen, right? You want a woman. You want a woman, right? Like, you're like, man, look at all these guys out here getting all these women. Cool. You are in the golden age of getting women, because when I was a youth, it was way more competitive. It was way more competitive. The women were way more receptive to idiot men. They were way more receptive to our dumb asses, right? The women now, not so much. They're not, they just don't like stupid ass, ignorant men. Easy peasy, right? So why do you cure this? I'm gonna give you the cure. Don't be a dumbass, ignorant, bigoted man. All you have to do is not be a ignorant, dumbass, disrespectful, misogynistic man. You can even have a twinge of misogyny. They'll forgive it. They'll look past it. They've been doing it for millennia. They'll get. All you have to do is just be like little shit, like listen to them when they talk. Learn how to communicate. Learn how to have a conversation. Learn how to speak. You know what I mean? Maybe you might need to read more so you can up your vocabulary. Be interesting. Have something to, you know what I'm saying? Like have something to talk about that interests them. Genuinely though, like not like you're trying to find things that interest women, but you just find interesting and then you're able to communicate it in an interesting way. Because you can make anybody listen to you if you're interesting enough. If you're passionate enough about something, I'll listen to you about it, even if I'll never do it. Even if I have no idea what it is. You have a certain level of education on something and you're passionate about it, I'll listen to you. I love it. I think it's awesome. Like I'm telling you, you are in the golden, if you are a man, you are in the golden age of women. The competition doesn't exist. The competition isn't there. There's no competition for like normal men. There's none. It's easy peasy. The game is on easy mode, bro, for men right now. But the problem is you're not running towards the solution. You're running away from it. You're going backwards. The problem is you want to do MAGA. You want to do MAGA, right? You want to go back that you're running away from it. The solution is to become a better person. Y'all becoming worse people. And then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're becoming a worse person. The women are staying further and further away from you. And then you're getting more and more frustrated. That's what's going on. The shit is, I mean, goddamn, it don't get no easier than now. I'm telling you, it gets no easier than 2024 to find a it's like, it was like getting a woman now for a man is like buying a house in 2010. It is a buyer's market. There are so many beautiful, awesome, articulate, educated, genuine women out there, and they don't like men. They are avoiding men in general. They are avoiding men in general. You can get those women. Those are the best women. The one when I was in sales, you know, the people that we used to like really focus on, it used to be when the people would come on the lot and they like would be like, nah, I don't want to buy nothing today. And I'm just here looking and real standoffish. Those would be the people that actually like, those are the ones that got the down payment. Those are the ones that got good credit. Like they're ready to buy. The real nice people, the people that let you take them on a test drive, you know, they like the first car you showed them or whatever. They ain't got the credit. They going with the flow. They taking whatever it is what it is. But if you were just patient with the people that was like standoffish, they had the credit, they could buy the car, they were actually there to buy a car, they just had a bad experience at another dealership, whatever it is, all you had to do was practice patience, be a good salesperson, follow the script, follow the plan, and just, you know what I'm saying, and just show up. Like, you know what I mean? Just be a salesperson, be a decent salesperson, right? That's it. That's all you had to do. All you got to do as a man is just be a decent man. Just show up, be a good man, treat women kindly, be respectful, be genuine, be honest, be consistent, be thoughtful. And I know this shit to y'all sounds crazy. Like, what? God damn. That sounds like a lot of work. I ain't gonna lie. It is. It is. Because you're going to have to do two things at one time. You're going to have to unlearn all the shit you were taught, and then you're going to have to learn new things. And then you're gonna have to implement the new things you learn. You're gonna have to actually focus and be intentional and implement those new things into your life, right? So it's gonna be hard. I'm not acting like it's easy. It's simple. It ain't easy. It's simple, but it ain't easy. I ain't gonna lie. It's tough. Also, it's hard because you're constantly going to get noise from the outside. You're gonna constantly hear the men. Oh, they might not even say this about you, but they're gonna say, oh man, all those types of men are simps. Those men are pander, like whatever. They're gonna use whatever language to deter you from being that type of man, right? Don't listen to them. Don't validate men's feelings. You got to learn this. This is like step number 1. Stop validating men's feelings, starting with your own. The first man who you have to invalidate is yourself. You got to invalidate yourself. Then invalidate men as a group. Because they're not telling you anything. They're not leading you in the right direction. They're a distraction. They're a deterrent. They're not actually making you be a better person. But it's hard for you you're not going to be able to invalidate men's feelings if you don't invalidate your own. Because your feelings aren't reality. We've been talking about that a lot lately. There is no my reality and your reality. There is just reality. So you need, as a human being, you need to understand what reality is. You need to get as close as you can to reality. You have to live as close as you can to reality, right? The closer you get to reality, the more authentic of a person you become. The further you get away from reality, the less authentic of a person you become. And men are way the fuck across the globe when it comes to reality. The reality is the North Pole. Men are in the South Pole. They are the complete. they're at the tip of Argentina. They're so far at the bottom. It's not even funny. So you need to unlearn that shit. You have to invalidate your own feelings because you feel like women are this way or that way, and you feel like you just got a raw deal, and you feel like women aren't picking you because they just want ball players and they just want rappers and thugs or whatever the fuck. That's what you feel like. So the first man's feelings you're gonna have to invalidate are your own. Number 1. The same. You didn't get that promotion. That woman got that promotion. You feel like she got that promotion because she got on her knees and, you know what I'm saying, and slurped off the manager or whatever. When in reality, it's because she came to work every day on time and she stayed on task way more than you did. She might even just be more likable. You put all those things together. She got the promotion. You did it. You went home and went, oh, she got it because she slurped off the manager. Got to invalidate. The reason why Kamala Harris is where she's at is because she hunched some old mayor. That's what the men was saying, right? She slept her way to the top. That's what the men was saying. You got to invalidate your own feelings first. Then invalidate these niggas first. That's why this shit is important. Y'all think I be playing? I'm dead serious. Men's feelings should not be validated. They should not be validated. In general, they should not be validated. It's no hate. This is not coming from a place of malice for me. It's sad to say this and have to acknowledge this as a man that the majority of the things that I believed to be true about women specifically are not true. And they were not only were they not true, they were harmful and toxic. That's just the fucking reality. I'm telling you, as a man, unpacking it right now actively, what you think you know, you don't know. It's not true. They've been lying to you, bro. I'm listening to what they're saying. You think I'm not hearing what all of these dumbass men are talking about on the internet? You think I'm just making this stuff up? You think I'm just making this stuff up? What the men are telling other men? Let's see. I'm just making stuff up. I'm just making stuff up, right? You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this.
So, how do we tell women what they want to hear? Because that's exactly what they want you to do. A woman don't want you to tell her the truth, man. A woman doesn't want you to tell her what it really is. Steph, what you mean by that? Can't just tell her, all I want to do is have sex with you. That's all I want. Even if that's what she wants. Even if that's all she wants from you. You can't fucking tell her that. You can't tell her all you want is sex. Because she ain't going to give you the sex. So you got to tell her what she wants to hear. Which is, you're looking for something more. Even if she's not looking for something more. Because women are fucking backwards. Because the moment you tell that woman, no, I ain't trying to be your friend. I ain't trying to get to know you. All I'm trying to do is get in your sweet watery guts. Beep, beep. She gone. She gone in the dash, and this time I go, uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. But I'm pandering to women. I'm the panderer. I'm making this shit up. I'm lying. So I can't, as a man, there's no man who can hear shit like that and go, oh, that's just wrong. That's disgusting. If I believe that, I'm lying to myself. No, public, that's true. What? I don't even want to. Women hunt you. Even women will hunch all over you and not want nothing. And you don't got to tell them you want anything extra either. Y'all be lying when the truth will do. But the thing is, men lie to every woman, so you don't even know the women that will just hunt you on the strength of just she want to hunt you. You don't even know because you done lied to every fucking woman. You following the same playbook. You just lie to by default. You just lie to every woman. You just lie to every woman. That's the safest bet, right? Lie to every woman. Some of them, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sleep with my fair share or whatever by lying to them. The ones that wanted to sleep with me, and didn't expect anything, no harm, no foul, because it wasn't like I lost anything in that because they wasn't gonna be with me anyway. And then the ones that slept with me, but thought I wanted more, I win because had I told them the truth, they wouldn't have granted me access to them. So it's a win-win for the man. Why not lie to all of them? I don't care. I'm not interested in being with any of these women. So it's not like I'm gonna have to ever tell them the truth. I only want to sleep with them. This nigga just said it in 4K. He just said exactly what men do. When I say it, y'all say I'm lying. When I tell men this is what men be doing, y'all tell me I'm lying. I'm pandering. I'm making it up. When I say don't validate men's feelings, and then I listen to all the male, all the male content that is highly consumed, I listen to it. That's where I got this shit from. When I'm listening to the things that men are actually consuming, fuck out of here. No. We not validating that shit. Absolutely not. Women want to get lied to. Since when? Since when? Say what it really is. You wouldn't get access because it's a numbers game for men. It's a numbers game. It's how many women can I sleep with? It's not the quality of women that I sleep with. It's the quantity of women that I sleep with. So how many women can I sleep with? Because if it was quality, you would be honest with every woman and then you would just let the chips fall where they may, right? You would just, whatever you get just from being you, from being authentically you, showing up authentically yourself. Whatever happens, right? Cool. If you slept with 15 women, you might only sleep with 3 by being you. But if you think about it, high quality transactions there. High quality. 3 women that really like you for you, That feels way better than 15 women who you know don't even fucking know you. That's why that's why the feeling is fleeting. That's why you got to keep consuming it. Because it doesn't satiate you. You have to keep going and keep going and keep going. Because you've never gotten satiated. Because you know that the women only like you based on this lie, this facade. If you felt like the women liked you for you, you would feel more satisfied. Even if only 3 women liked you. And it would change the whole idea about like the numbers game. The whole numbers game would change. It wouldn't be like it would drop from like for you to be the man. I'm just making up numbers because I don't know what it is. Because that all the numbers are arbitrary. But for you to be the man, it would drop from 15 in a year to 1 in a year or 2 in a year, right? 2 solid ass women that you really like, that really liked you. You know what I'm saying? You like their company, they like your company. You might even be able to spin a block on them in a couple years. Y'all might even make turn out to be something more. It just wasn't the right, whatever, right? But y'all was honest with each other. Now you have all of these quality women that you can like, you know what I'm saying? Like go back to if you ever want to, or whatever the case may be, because you weren't being dishonest. You didn't burn these bridges. You know what I mean? You weren't being deceptive. And you know that they really like you for you. You know that. You know that they really rocking with you for you. That's great. That's what it's like being in a relationship. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how I can compare that. Because being in a relationship with a woman that loves you and cares for you and all of that stuff, you only need one. You got one woman that's really holding you down. You got one woman that done seen you vomit on yourself, take a shit on yourself, like done seen you down at your worst, and she's still hunching on you, still sucking your D from the bite. You still having your babies, still hugging on you, loving on you. That shit feel great. You like, damn, nigga, maybe I am. Jesse Jackson said, I am a somebody, right? That woman make you feel like somebody. They validate you. You be like, okay, maybe, shit. Maybe I am. Maybe I am somebody. Maybe I am a person. I didn't know. If you don't have that confidence in yourself, maybe you need that validation from somebody. Maybe you need it. Some people don't. Some people do. But you ain't gonna never get it lying. You ain't gonna never get it playing in a face. You know what I'm saying? TMI. Y'all playing. Y'all acting like, hey man, the same way a nigga done seen the crusty white part in your drawers. The same way your nigga done seen that look like a old donut. Look like a Krispy Kreme donut, and your drawers look like a fresh Krispy Kreme glazed. Yeah, that nigga still love you. Yeah. He still love you? He still love you? Okay. That's amore. I call that amore. That's love, baby. Why y'all mad? Why y'all mad? Y'all mad at the truth? Y'all like, hey, y'all said not too much truth? Okay. I take it all back. That ain't ever happened to nobody in the chat. Oh my God. I take it all back. That ain't never happened to nobody in the chat. I'm lying, y'all. I just made that up. Mm-hmm. Nigga, pick up your drawers and your drawers is stiff. Your drawers sound like this. Is what your drawers sound like. This is what your drawers sound like when a nigga. Nigga picked up your when a nigga picked up your drawers and them motherfuckers said, sound like you crunched on some sunflower seeds. He stuck around, he love you. That's love. Oh my God, man. Hey, I'm just saying, hey, this shit done happened before. I done came across a couple of them in my life, definitely. Came across one or two. That's all I'm saying. Nah, they wasn't discolored. They was regular colored and all. They were just a little crunchy. Like, what's this? What up, E? Anyways. Women have to be springtime fresh. The expectations are different, definitely. Women, men, I just saw some shit last night. What show was I watching? Oh, I was watching The Ultimatum on Netflix. Oh my God. I done fell off in another one of these dating shows. And one of the women on there was talking about how her boyfriend hates it when she farts in front of him. I was like, what? Oh my God. I'm like, what? What? Excuse me? Your woman can't fart in front of you? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Y'all kids. I see. Y'all still children. Farting. Take a whole shit with the door open. Have a whole conversation. I don't even plug my nose. I'm used to the smell. When you get used to your partner's like smell, like they smell when they go to the bathroom, that's how you know. It's just shit don't, you know how usually other people's shit stink. You don't smell your shit, you smell other people's shit. I can smell, I don't even be tripping. That shit don't even bother me. Y'all not there yet. I see. Also said $2 on pub for the stiff draws comment. Y'all not really for real in love. I see. That's cool. Catch Me Outside said, please do a breakdown of The Ultimatum. I hate Scotty. Scotty is the person you hate? I hate a few of them. I hate The Ultimatum. The Ultimatum is terrible. The whole show is trash, to be honest with you. The whole idea of it. I'm like, what the fuck is crazy? Y'all are crazy out here. I'm only on episode 4. I'm about to start episode 4 tonight, so y'all don't know. I don't like The Ultimatum. I think it's a terrible idea. I do. I think it's the easiest way to get you a hear hum ring for either person, the man or the woman. So you marry me or that shit crazy. Yeah, JR came for the hall pass. That's what he said. He said he wanted to Queer Love Ultimatum. I might peep that one. That might be more interesting. The hetero shit, man, yeah, they be wilding, man. The heteros got a problem. The men and the women. They got issues. I watch Later Daters, yeah. I've seen both. I've seen it all. Marriage looks less appealing every single day. We got an ensuite, honey. The bathroom, we got a bathroom in our room, so like, who cares? I don't care. She don't care. Yeah, I don't like that show. I don't like the idea, I should say. They're trying to reach South Korea levels of misogyny, the heteros in America. They digging deep, Cody. They digging deep for the misogyny. They trying to find it in every nook and cranny. They like, yeah, we gonna crack this code. We gonna crack this code. Separate bathrooms is a must. Hey man, you know what? Do what you do. I ain't knocking y'all. I am not knocking you. You like it, I love it. You like it, I love it. Mm-hmm. All right. So what we got? What we got popping? We don't got no problematic people in the comments, it looks like. No problematic people in the comments, huh? Okay. Where that boy at? Carlos. Y'all talking about Carlos. He came up and then he dropped. I don't know. What was he yapping about in the comments? Where Carlos at? Caleb don't want to do it. I ain't watched the South African one. Carlos got muted. I can't see his shit. Cyberpunk said, I'm very problematic. Are you problematic? In what way, Cyberpunk? You think Carlos still in here? If y'all find him. Oh, she found him. There he goes. Invite Mr. Carlos up. He was up in here earlier. He dropped. I don't know why he dropped. Oh, I definitely watch childbirth. My own children. I can't watch other people give birth, though. You don't think you can do live yet? Yes, you can. What you mean? I just invited you. What you mean you can't do live yet? Join the live. You can join, bro. If I invite you, you can come up. Hit the thing to join. It'll let you join. Who just went up to get unmuted? Carlos? Oh, he said the pygmy was right. Oh, okay. What you mean, Mighty? You said you don't get the live? What you mean? I haven't heard back from Miss Tina. She was in here yesterday though, but I told her that she can't message people right now. That's what's wrong. It ain't. Oh, it's not letting you up. Okay. He also said women are incompetent. Yeah, I knew he was trolling when he came up. Anytime people come up and they instantly start talking, I already know. I already know where we going with it. As soon as you jump in this motherfucker and you start talking, I'll be like, yeah, it's about to be weird. But I wanted to talk to him though. I wanted to see where he was at with it. I did. I definitely wanted to see. I wanted to see what it was. So, do I change the prompt? Let's do this. I think this is a good question. I think this is good. Nah, I'm not on Twitch yet. I got to figure out some way. I got to figure out some way to get on Twitch. I looked it up. I was like, I don't know. Got to figure out some way. What are you saying, Van Parker? Oh, we got a weirdo. Let's get Van Parker up in here. Let's see. There you go, Van Parker. I don't know what you're talking about, but I would love to hear it. I'll be really wanting y'all to come up and say this stuff. That's all I'll be asking for. There you go, Van Parker. No snow. I'm in Southern California, Kaylee. Ain't no snow out here. Men are bad in bed. Jesus Christ. Twitch might be the move. Oh, okay. I might funk with it. There you go, Van Parker. It's about to snow in NYC. I'm on Instagram, but I don't really do nothing. I would love to hear it. You know, he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna come up. They say the weirdest shit in the comments. I could always tell. Here, let me read what he say. Let's read what he said. Y'all maybe help me decipher this. I don't know what this shit means. He says, your wife tells she hates men, but your son looks like she fucks other guys behind your back. Are you talking about my sons? Personally, or are you talking about like other dudes' sons? Cause me and my babies is twins. We triplets. Yeah, it's 70 degrees in Cali, Teresa. Or in Southern Cali, in LA, I should say, not in Cali. I don't know what it is up north. It was a fucking tornado in San Francisco. Kay said, I know you fucking lying. Right, Teresa? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, who kid you talking about? Oh, people talk about my sons all the time. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. They be crashing out. Oh, hold on. Let's put them up here. There you go. What's up, Dan Parker?
Okay, one thing there's how do you sound like you're in an abusive relationship. Do you really think t-shirts with a lot more than a lawnmower? And you should get both sides of a story. You seem to be pretty biased. And everything contradicts you, you assume they're lying. And also, did you know that your sperm carries more epigenetics and more actually mechanical energy through its tail? And other than even mitochondrial fuses, that sperm has more value than what you're told. Oh, but another thing, can you explain your conspiracy theory? You say, oh, it's systemic. Why don't you try explaining your conspiracy? Have actual laws, like the red pill does. The red pill actually points out actual laws, the system that actually exists. You just say, oh, it's systemic. Oh, you contradict me, you're lying. Explain your conspiracy fable.
A few things. Hey, I'm trying to understand you. You have like an echo or something, first and foremost.
Okay.
I heard
Explain your try explaining your conspiracy fables. And to just say everyone who contradicts me is lying. Like the red pill does. They can explain actual laws.
Wait. What conspiracy?
Yeah, systemic racism, systemic oppression, systemic patriarchy and stuff. You say it's systemic, but no actual laws. The red pill points out to actual laws and systems that actually exist. You say everyone who does that is lying. Everyone who contradicts you is lying. You have no evidence, any actual evidence of this. Oh, plus, did you know more women are killed by bears every day than by men? See, there are very numbers.
Wait, what?
The very
more women
numbers.
Are killed by bears?
Yeah, the very numbers, like say one in a million women every year is killed by a man. Country out of 100 million women, only one. Those are the worst numbers the people generating fear of men can do is say 1 out of 100 million, sometimes multiple years apart. Their own numbers show men's violence against women is actually extremely rare. Oh, some more research I've done.
Can I ask you a question real quick before you go on? Do you have a woman?
Yes, I talk to a lot of women.
No. I didn't say do you talk to a lot of women. I said, are you in a relationship with a woman right now currently? When was your last relationship?
Yeah.
You have a woman right now currently?
No, actually don't really don't bother. I've been building up making money. Oh, what's another question? How come every...
Hold on, brother.
Okay.
You say you're better at making money than what? What do you mean?
I'm actually spending more of my time making money. Not really bothering right now, my situation. I'm trying to take things in my own hands. Wait, I have another question.
Okay. So you don't have a woman.
Yeah, here's
And what
another
was the
question.
last time? Hold on, sir.
I'm not low. I'm not. Here's another question.
I can't answer any of your questions. You're not letting me even speak.
Okay.
You just keep like
Okay.
letting off question after like whatever after whatever. And I'm just trying to get some understanding. So you don't have a woman now. You haven't had a woman in a while, I'm guessing. Would you
Yeah.
be considered an involuntary celibate?
Uh, yeah. Why is that? Well, why is that the worst thing in the world, though?
I'm just trying to understand. I'm saying like, but would
Are
that
you,
be
are
fair
you
to
gonna
say?
call? I know the emotion, but I'm trying to talk the emotional cord you're trying to pull. You say, "Oh, men are lonely." We're gonna call it. You're shaming men for being lonely.
I
Fact
just
is,
asked you, were you involuntarily celibate?
I know,
That's
but we
all
know
I
what
was
your
asking.
emotions trying to do. Why is there a shame in that? We
Where?
consider women
How
who
am I
remain
shaming
single.
you? Where's the sir,
Okay,
Van?
what was the
Stop
women
making
remaining
assumptions.
single?
Sir, Van, I asked you a serious question. I haven't laughed. I haven't smirked. I didn't say
Okay,
anything.
yeah, okay,
I'm not
yeah,
shaming
okay,
you. I just
yeah,
asked you,
yeah.
are you involuntarily celibate? That's all I asked you.
Hard to say because I think that I could, but spending more of my time. Hard to say. I would like to, but some other conditions and also timing, trying to figure out my timing and stuff. Trying to be not as broke, so hard to say. It would be like different conditions.
I
Like
got you.
saying,
And the reason why I was asking, this wasn't to shame you. The reason why I was asking was because the things you are saying sounds very much like the rantings of a person that is not being able to have access to women, right? I don't normally say that. You can listen, you can watch my content. I don't not naturally assume that about men. So don't, oh, you think that I just no, it's the things you're saying is right in line with the things that involuntarily celibate men say, because the things you are saying sound extremely dangerous. Like you sound
how
like
are you dangerous? How are you dangerous? How are you dangerous?
not to me. I wouldn't be afraid of you, but if I were a woman, I would
I
be
know.
definitely.
Oh, actually, I did research on that too. When Red Pill started in 2015, women were 11%, were 12% of murder victims. Now in 2014, after Red Pill spread, they're now 11%. It went down. Seems like letting men speak their
But
truth.
all crime went down though.
No, it haven't.
All
Actually, the murder rate went up.
crime has gone down.
No, it isn't. The murder rate overall went up. It's just like
So,
saying letting men speak their truth works more better than telling the opposite of reality.
say what?
It's talking about systemic oppression, a lot of conspiracy fables and projection. Like, oh, by the way, how come every source that there even is a male loneliness epidemic come from mostly women with 100 cats? Maybe that's projection.
Well, that sounds like projection
Why?
because men always like to associate cat women or whatever when in reality men have
Oh, another
more men
thing.
have.
If men are
Hey,
so mad, if men are so
hey,
mad.
hey, hey, hey,
Okay.
calm down, Van.
All right.
It, men have more cats than women per capita. So that whole cat lady trope that you just tried to bring up is bullshit. Like it's literally like the reason why I'm bringing that up is because men lie. Everything that you're saying is categorically, unequivocally not true.
Oh,
Everything you
again, saying everyone contradicts you is lying. Again, just like I said you do.
say you're lying. I just said it's not true. It's not accurate.
Everyone, well, you say it's not accurate.
I'm not gonna assume you're telling me this
This is coming from
intentionally,
this is
which would
coming from the
hold on, sir.
this is coming from the guy you said the primitive hunter-gatherer, prehistoric hunter-gatherer tribes were less violent.
Hold on, man. I'm not saying that you are lying because lying would imply that you're doing it intentionally. I'm not saying that you're doing it intentionally. I'm just saying what you're saying isn't true. It's not accurate, right? Like you just tried to mention cat women based on what? You don't know. That sounds like a lie. Sounds like an untruth. You just made that up, right? I bet you got a cat. You see what I'm saying? Like you out here talking about women unaliving alone with cats, but I bet you have a cat. I would be shocked. You either got a cat, you might be like a pet spider kind of guy. You seem like you're really into like pet spiders and scorpions and shit, snakes and shit. But it's just like Where is this coming from? Like, I mean, I know where the vitriol is coming from. It's because you don't have access to women and you have been blackpilled, right? You believe everything that they told you is true. You think it's accurate, but it's not. It's not. Come outside, man. Come outside in the real world. We're out here. Go see the sun. You know what I mean? Go work out, go jog, go walk around, go talk to people. You said you talk to a lot of women. I doubt it. You troll a lot of women. You don't actually talk to women, though. You're not like having back and forths with women. You're not having meaningful conversations with women. No way. No way. Absolutely not. Not true at all. But your rantings sound eerily similar to the rantings of very violent men. That's all I'm telling you. You just sound eerily similar. Haley said his fat ass needs a CPAP machine. Osa said $2 on pub for the stiff draws comment. Hold on. Reese Scholar said, Van, say seven sizzling sausages sizzling in a saucepan. Come on, man. Teresa said, women applauded when Scott Galloway said, we don't marry uneducated men. And Bill Maher screamed, good luck being lonely. We don't care. 5 on him. Bill Maher is a nut. Oh, man. It's this guy. That's who it is, man. It's you. Ah, man. I don't like having Van. I don't like having Van up on the live. I don't like having Van up on the live. It's not funny. I don't like it. He's that one guy. He literally comes in my lives every day and like he creates new accounts, like just obsessive at this point. Crystal May said he sound like dude from The Hills Have Eyes. He looks like him too. I didn't know it was him, Mary J. I had no idea. I should have known by the comment, but I didn't. Yeah, he just comes in. He comes in my lives a lot of times, and I've let him up before. And one time I let him up, and he was like at the library, and he was like whispering, he like put his mouth on the camera, thinking that it was the microphone, but the that's not where the microphone is. It was weird. Like the mic is at the bottom of the phone. He was talking into the camera with his mouth on the camera. Now, he didn't have a different... I barely heard him talk before. I don't think he had a different voice, though. I can't pull up the clip. That shit was a long time ago. I don't even remember what live it was in. It's happened so many times. But yeah, that man's unsafe to be around if you're a woman. 100%. He said he talks to a lot of women. I think that he is confusing yelling at women when they walk by him while he sits on the curb with talking to women. I don't think he's actually talking to women. Come on, yeah, you better leave. Saying that shit when women walk by him. Yeah, get your ass out of here. Just randomly, like the woman just walking by him. Oh, so you're not going to look at me today? Typical woman. You think you're too good for me? Why? Because you go to the dentist twice a year? Huh. Shows you. Nah, he don't even say stuff like that. He don't even say that ass fat. He not even on that type of time. He way beyond that. He way beyond like trying to like flirt. He don't flirt no more. He just straight to anger. He's straight to anger. Yeah, you gotta go to the dentist twice a year minimum. Minimum. started off, he'd be like, hey, do you think I can get a ride? Like, are you going north? And then the woman's like, ew, get away from me. Like, he walks up to a woman's car, she rolls down her window, like, yes. And he's like, hey, you look so lovely today. I was just wondering, are you by chance heading northbound? And then she's like, no, bye. And he's like, oh, I see how it is, stupid B word. All you women are the same. You never give me a ride. I've been trying to head north for 2 weeks now. I was just wondering, could I clean your windows? No, I'm good. That's why you're gonna die alone with your cats. You probably got a lot of cats, huh? Knew it. Typical. Tell me how I know that shit happened. Cause I done seen it. Hey, y'all remember when Ezel was on his back? When they pulled up to him, he was going, ooh, yeah. That's how that nigga. Hey, man. Y'all remember when Ezel was on his back? Smoke A! Introverted Cuff said, did y'all see that dirty room? That's why he had all the lights out. That nigga he turned off every light in the world. That room was so dark. It is the middle of the day everywhere in America right now. Everywhere on the continent of America, it is the middle of the day. Every place. His room was darker than my room is at night with all the lights out. I don't know how the fuck he did it. I thought that was his picture, was a black. Then I was like, oh no, he had the camera on. You can see the shit moving a little bit. Like the little line. It was like a little line, like a silver line in somewhere. I was like, God damn, how the fuck he get it so dark? He was in a room with no windows. No windows. Crazy. At least he in the basement and he don't got somebody locked in the basement. He might have somebody locked in the basement. That's the scary part. Like a rat illegally squatting. Or does he? We don't know. Blips. Oh man. That fool got his name on the orange juice. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Oh. He ain't got no treehouse filled with comics. He wish he did. Spiritual SBE soldier. Who is that? You talking about Yada? Yada on YouTube, wildin'? Yada on YouTube? Yeah. Oh, Yada the whole game. I need to go watch that shit. I'm gonna go watch it later. I didn't see Priscilla, and I ain't really been watching it much. I've been locked in. I've been zoned in on some other shit. Grand Rising Prince Yada. Hey man, I might have to spin the block. Look at this. It's 12:41. Let me see. I got some time. I'm gonna spin the block. Yeah, I know. I saw that, Kathy. I didn't wait for the live. When I saw it, it was like it was about to start. But I saw the prompt. I screenshotted it. Yep, I screenshotted that shit. I was like, that's interesting. That's an interesting prompt. Look, look, you think I'm playing. I screenshotted that shit. Women created the patriarchy is crazy. I didn't hear what she had to say, but you know, I'm sure Princella's smart, so I'm sure she, I'm sure some of the stuff she was saying was valid, but it wouldn't lead to women creating the patriarchy. Cyrus said it did, though. Oh, okay. As long as there's men, there will be patriarchy. She might be right. I don't know. Hey, if I had to guess, is she right? I would guess so, yeah. Somewhere. That doesn't mean the world needs to do it, but somewhere, yeah. I think so. I believe so. Oh shit, hold on. I went back to my old prompt. Hey, yeah, so I'm gonna restart the live, y'all. I'm gonna restart the live. Let's see what happens. Let's take another shot, y'all. The last live, they was, we was doing what we did, and then the men's fell off quickly. I switched the prompt up. I'm gonna do how do women ruin relationships? We're gonna let them come in and vent. We're gonna validate some men's feelings. How did she hurt you? Oh, Go on the backup. I should do that tomorrow. I might do that later in the afternoon. I might run the second live on the backup in the afternoon. Edmund Kemper's mother kept him in the basement. That's too antagonistic, Penelope. They're not gonna come up, but that's a good one. How did she hurt you is funny, but I think they would think I was troll. You know what I'm saying? It would be like obvious, like, because that's what people say. Like, how did she hurt you? Who hurt you? Ooh, who hurt you? Might be a good one. Nah, I switched to Nigel. I just restarted the live. What up, Jerry? I just restarted the live. That's it. We in this thing. We bite like we never left. I'll see you, Princess Iman. Old women are divorcing. Young women ain't marrying. I don't know, Shania. I don't know whose man that was. He was wilding though. Hopefully they come back. If she hurt you, who helped you? They'll think it's Dumbledore. Nah, I switched it. We can always talk about that though. I love that. Put pictures in the background. I've done it before. It don't really work. It don't work. It don't work as good as you think it does. It can. It can help. It don't hurt usually, but it can. I might start doing it again. I used to do it all the time. They are visual. I mean, that's just for people. I think that's a human thing. You like when we watched the balloon show? Okay. I've been. It's just hard to do that. Men are the ones who ruin relationships by cheating. Sometimes. Ultra MAGA Ultron laughed. How do women ruin relationships, man? I want to know. Was it her or was it you? You think they're going to answer that? Oh, Ultra MAGA said by not shutting the F up. All right. I like that. Come on, brother. What do they say when they don't F the hell up, when they don't shut the F up? What are they not saying? I mean, what are they saying that you want them to shut up about? Come up and explain it. I'm going to mute you for the live. You can come up if you want to, though, and get unmuted. By asking for money. Women ruin relationships by asking for money? Interesting. I want to know. I'm curious. I really do want to know, though. By asking for attention? That ruins their relationship? Will I give the men a break on Father's Day? Why would I do that? Hey, on Father's Day, I'm going, we going extra deep on Father's Day, no Diddy. By refusing to give men money. Got you. Yeah, Father's Day is my day to shine. What you niggas did to deserve Father's Day? Yeah, that's going to be the prompt on Father's Day. They're going to be mad. Fathers are trash. They're going to be sick. Mike says by cheating on their partner. Interesting. I like that. Come on up, Mike. Yeah, we got to go extra deep on Father's Day. Yes, sir. Y'all not getting no presents over here, baby. Vanna, are you? Yeah, why don't you come up, Vanna? I'm confused. I don't know what you're saying. If accountability was a bullet public pretender, oh man. Here we go. Stan Willis. It's so y'all really yeah. Y'all really don't want it, man. I see. It's crazy. China Mean said men ruin relationships by thinking women are the homeless shelter, soup kitchen, social worker, and sex worker for them. Nah, multi-guest is on. Multi-guest is on. Oh, the request ain't there? Hold on. How about now? Did the request pop up? Oh, TikTok. TikTok, stay playing in my face. All right, how about now? All right, there you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't be scared to say. I'm not understanding why y'all can't answer the question. But who do you think is to blame for sexless marriage, though? Mostly men. I mean, what the fuck? In multiple ways. Look, first of all, let's start with the physical. Let's start with impotence. All right, so you got impotence. How many men are impotent? What percentage of men are impotent at a certain age? High amount, 1 out of 4, ridiculously high, right? All right, cool. So remove them. Then you got men that just, been abusive to their women forever, and the women is tired of it, and they don't, and the women shut down. You also got women who hormonally, when they going through like menopause type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like they may not be interested in sex for a while or ever again after. Smaller percentage than the men who have ED though, no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think overall it's the actions of men. Removing like any like physical, chemical, like anything like that, it's gonna be the actions of men. Yeah, men get ED at 30. Yeah, I think that 99%. I mean, not 99. I think because what man, like, okay, so think about it. If a marriage is sexless, it is more than likely going to be the woman not engaging in sex or wanting to engage in sex with the man, correct? So that alone tells you who's to blame for it. If the women aren't engaging in it, then it has to be the men. Because the women don't owe you their bodies. So if the women aren't having sex, why are they not having sex? Do they not want to have it? Are they not interested in it, like for themselves, like overall? Or is it like, I'm not interested in having sex with my partner, but then they're not going to cheat, so they end up just not having sex? Seems pretty easy. Because they head hurt all the time. Uh-huh. You think women's heads hurt? Oh, yeah, they got the headaches. But they get the headaches from the men. The men give them the headache. Well, but Auntie, though, it ain't, it wouldn't be that. Well, I don't know. I'm thinking, like, at a certain age, I know people be hunching when they're young. So I don't think it's like during the age when, like, like you can have a kid, like prime childbearing years. Like, I don't think women are abstaining from sex that much during those years. Right? I don't think relationships are sexless at that time. I think we're talking about more, like two older people. I know they are, but most women don't be. I don't know. Get contraception in. I mean, if that's the only thing that's stopping you, then I'll be shocked. I mean, then just going to get it. What would I be? I mean, when I looked at the numbers on like when, like between what, you know what I'm saying? Like what, like stages in marriage are people not having sex? Like what generations? Obviously it's the older generations, ain't the younger ones. Official Robbie Cash said, public, who's the ideal man? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. A lot of women you talk to, tell me about it, Kay. You come up, Robbie. I don't know if you want to have a conversation. I'll talk to you about it. I don't know what it. I can't have it. I ain't having it in the comments. But yeah, I don't know. They said Russell Wilson. There's a book saying it's Denzel Washington. Oh man, Kenzie said there's a book that says it's Denzel Washington. Maybe. So you want to know who the ideal man is? I don't know. I don't know who the ideal man is. I think that, but I do think that the ideal man is the same. I think it's just like when I look at it, I don't look at it ideal. I look at it like what's the ideal friend would you like to have? What's the ideal person you would like to have? I think it's the same. I think the qualities you would describe would be for you, right? Would be the same qualities that women are looking for in men. I don't think it's any different.
Right. Like I guess like a good listener, good communicator,
Genuine, patient, honest, caring, nurturing, consistent, educated, good at communication. You know what I'm saying? Like you just keep going, keep naming, keep going, keep going down the list. Keep going.
Said there is no ideal man at this point. Can they read and are they kind? The boss said super low.
The bar is low as hell. My shining star said women lose desire for smecks because of exhaustion at home. Yeah, that's for sure. What up? Is it Mike or Mick?
Hey, what's up, public? It's Mike.
Mike, what's good with you, man?
Not much. First and foremost, gotta say I fuck with your live.
Thanks, man.
Actually go crazy. So, but I do be seeing how you be doing the guys on here. So don't come for me. I'm just,
Hey, man, I'm nice. Trust me.
No, I believe you are too. Like you actually are a pretty cool dude. Just you gotta. It's just what you always saying about the whole emotional. Ben be hella emotional about this. Like, because they feel like they be being attacked. So I'm like, I get it. Like, you really just got to take your emotions out of it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I don't need to attack anybody. I can attack the point. I don't got to attack you personally. But go ahead, brother.
All I was saying was, you said how women ruin relationships.
Yep.
I would just say, just cheating, but I do know that goes both ways.
Uh-huh.
Right. Other than that, I can't really think of nothing else if I'm being real.
Yeah. Do you think women ruin most relationships?
No, definitely not.
Yeah. But yeah, anything.
I hardly agree with you on that one.
Mm-hmm. I think this is more, for me, this is more of an exercise of like, the thing that you would name, I would, like, even like cheating, right? Like, so who cheats more, men or women?
Yeah, definitely men.
Men, okay. And then whatever, I'm just curious to know, like, is there any way in which women ruin relationships more than men? You know what I'm saying? Like the things that ruin relationships, is there anything that we can attribute to women the majority of the time?
Not really, because if you really think about it, a lot of women honestly just doing the most for the relationship. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are definitely some that definitely
yeah. In general, though, yeah,
that's a very low number compared to a majority of women who do the most to help the relationship, to help it progress.
Yeah,
if I'm being honest.
Yeah. And I think that's what I'm more interested in. If there's like anything that men can point to that's like, yeah, man, women be doing da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't know what happened to Mike. Yeah, women be doing yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? And that led to the demise of the relationship. Oh, I didn't mean to invite you up, Ken. Shan, sorry. I said Ken. I was reading the name. K2 for you. I don't know what happened. I was letting you up and you dropped. What happened to you?
What about keeping like a bunch of male friends? Like, can that be negative for the relationship?
Okay, I mean,
you know what I mean? Because like she might catch feelings for one of them and stuff. And I know that usually people call that insecure. To like, I'm not saying like no friends, but dang, does she need 30, 20? Like, I don't know.
What woman has 20 any friends, male or female. Like, what age are we talking about here? I've had 20 friends since I was in high school.
Right.
Yeah. Collectively, like that's crazy. K2U, what's good with it?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. This is my first time doing a live, so I
Hey.
apologize. But, I first of all want to say that I agree with most of your points, but I did want to just answer the question.
Please.
How do women ruin relationships potentially? Because I don't think they ruin them most of the time. But I think for most of the women I talk to, it's expectations. I think sometimes we have grandiose expectations of our partners because we have like this picture perfect life that we want, man that we want, and sometimes we don't consider that the individual that we're in a relationship with is not that.
Like
what?
They're
just not there yet.
Like what?
For example, depending on sometimes the age that you meet your partner, right? We know that men typically mature much later than women.
Okay.
So if you meet them at a very young age, then you may want to be a little patient, not saying with the cheating per se, but just some of those wild characteristics that have to be worked out through time and experience.
Like what?
You said like what?
Like what expectations do women have of men that are like unreasonable?
Oh, no. I don't think that the expectations are always unreasonable so much as we expect them right away, or we expect that as soon as they get in a relationship with us or they're married to us, that these things are just going to automatically happen. But I do know, like, for instance, my friend is in a relationship. He's married, and his wife expects for him to go take her to Disney World and the kids at least 2 to 3 times a year. That's extremely expensive. It'll cause a lot of problems in their marriage if it doesn't happen. So like I said, sometimes just the small expectations. If you address something with your partner, an issue, and a lot of times we expect for the change to happen right away. We don't give a lot of grace when it comes to, if I tell you I have an issue with this and I would like you to change it, they may fall again once or twice before they get it right.
Okay. I mean, you want to give somebody grace. I think that's on you. I you know what I'm saying? I'm with people that cut people off after the first time, and I'm with people that give people grace. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I think that's on you. Like, whatever you want to do it, right? But I think what I'm trying to figure out is so I asked you to tell me, like, what is something that men do that women, and you said that a woman expects a man. So you're talking about what behavior would that be, right? Like, she expects him to provide an unrealistic lifestyle. You think there are women, I'm not saying any woman, but what percentage of women are expecting their men to support an unrealistic lifestyle financially?
I think it's a small percentage. So I'm not necessarily going against your point. I'm just answering your question.
Yeah.
How do women, if women potentially could ruin a relationship, I think that sometimes it could be with our expectations, that we expect them to be like this person or that person, or, we have this grandiose idea of what marriage and relationships are supposed to be, as if you won't have issues in the relationship, as if you won't have challenges. That person may not always agree with you. Y'all may not always be on the same page. And I mean, I think that typically, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but statistically, women leave relationships more than women, correct?
Women leave relationships more than men, yeah. But so...
Okay, and I think a lot of that is men create the problem, sure, but I think women also set the tone for the household, if allowed, right? If you're not in this alpha relationship where a man is, completely controlling. But I mean, overall, I think that men contribute to a lot of the problems. But if we had to have a way to ruin a relationship, maybe it's expectations. Because men are going to be men.
I ain't going to crash out. I promise. Go ahead, Pug.
Nah. Well, I think, okay, so my question, so aside from a woman expecting them...
No. I think the comments are getting me twisted.
Don't. Hold on. Okay, hold on, okay. Don't worry about the comments. I don't care about them. I want to know. I'm asking you the question though. So, aside from a woman wanting a man to, I guess, provide in a way that isn't practical, right, financially, can you name another way in which women have unfair, unrealistic expectations of men, generally speaking?
I would have to think on it for sure. I mean, I agree with the fact that men typically ruin relationships. So I don't have like a lot of, oh, this is what men do or don't do. I was simply answering your question because I think most of the people that get on here don't actually answer this question.
Yeah.
How do women ruin relationships? Is the answer that there's no way for us to ruin a relationship?
No. I think of course there are.
I was just giving
Yeah. No.
Like there's no answer.
No. Of course there are. But the reason why I'm asking, I'm like, going further with you is because even with the answer you gave me, it doesn't sound like they are the reason for the, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't sound like they ruined the relationship, but, and that's why I was like, so what expectations do women have that are like unrealistic? That's what I'm saying. Like, I
think that sometimes we don't expect men to be men at the age that they're men. We expect, like, if you meet a 21-year-old man, I think over 85% of them are not ready to be a husband. But do we find that a lot of them, situationally, depending on if there's a child involved or family influence, end up getting into that marriage? And then when you marry them at 21, there is an expectation, right? At 25, at 30, we have expectations.
Can I offer some perspective?
Go ahead.
You keep saying expectations. So here's the thing. Most women go into relationships, honestly, with the bar in hell because of how we've been conditioned. So even the most grandiose, as you described it, of expectations are still bare minimum to like the bougiest of women, right? You mentioned your friend's wife wanting to go to Disney World 2 to 3 times a year. If she got into that relationship with that man and that man gave her any inclination or that expectation, or he went and purchased them season passes, because it's really not that expensive if you do a season. I live in Florida. So if you do a season pass for a family, you can do a payment plan. They have all sorts of things. So you can go to Disney, especially if you live within a couple of hours, you can go to Disney for the day and come back home. So just depending on where they live, it's really not that expensive. And then you get certain incentives. I said all that to say this. If that man gave her that sort of expectation, or he led with that type of money, it's not unreasonable for her to expect her husband to take her to Disney World 3 times a year like he promised. Like, I feel like the casual friend relationship we have with our homeboys or homegirls, we hear their side, but there's perspective, right? It's not, if I told my man today, my husband, if I told him today, I want to go to Disney in January, that man gonna figure it out. And here's the thing, he don't make millions of dollars. So it just depends on what type of partner you have and what type of precedent y'all have set for your relationship. But this idea that women are expecting too much, when the most we are expecting is for men to contribute, be a human being, contribute emotionally, mentally, financially, in rearing the children. In addition to the fact that we also go out to work, because 60 to 70% of married women work, right, Public?
Yeah, 70% of married women work. Yeah.
Right. So this idea that women are expecting the most from men when we also are working and contributing to the household is kind of wild. So I'm gonna need.
I agree with you 1,000%. And he asked me to give him an example. I gave him one.
But over here we focus on the masses and not the.
Hold on, wait.
Expectations come from both sides, whether they're realistic or not.
But we're talking about the majority here.
No, but wait. To Kay,
I agree with y'all. So
no, I know. I'm saying to Kay's point, what Kay was saying, not Strongback, but Kay too. What she was saying was she was just offering a reason because the prompt says, you know, how do women ruin relationships? It doesn't say how do most women ruin relationships, I guess. Just saying how do women ruin relationships. I was asking it in the general sense, like how do most women ruin their relationships, right? Or how do women ruin most relationships? Either way, I'm cool with either one. And that's what Strongback was alluding to. But I hear what you were saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm still going with what you were saying. Let's take what you were saying, the expectations.
I don't think the expectations are bad expectations or that we should not have them. I agree with Strong. I don't know the rest of her name.
Strongback provided it.
However, I was just answering the question.
Yeah. No, I understand.
If your expectations are not met in a relationship, you leave. I mean, and
right,
I'm sorry if
70% of women file for divorce, but you just said that women are the ones leaving the relationship most of the time, and we can go back to 1,000 reasons as to why, because we have found that by the time that woman does go and file for divorce, she's exhausted all of her options.
Exactly.
Especially women who are financially dependent on the man. Now, the woman who got her own money, she leaving
sooner. She leaving faster for sure.
Leaving sooner. She's definitely leaving sooner if she got her own money. But if she doesn't have her own money, it's going to take her a little bit longer. I said all that to say this. Just because you're in a relationship with somebody and you giving them time, love, energy, when it's time to stop that bus, if that situation ain't serving you and you're being victimized more than you are being in a happy, healthy, loving relationship, it's time to go. Because you're doing a disservice to yourself and your children for staying, for number one, for the sake of children, because a lot of people stay for them kids. But I say, fuck them kids and choose yourself. And them kids will thank you for it later.
Yeah. Like I said, I was just saying also still that it just doesn't even, I don't know if women have unrealistic expectations of men. I don't know. Like I really haven't really seen that too. Like, I'll be honest, like I've never seen it before, but you're saying that they exist. And I was just trying to see like, what does that even look like? But you're saying like a woman, a girl, 20-year-old, 21-year-old girl dating a 21-year-old boy has a certain expectation of that boy. And he's not there yet mentally or whatever, but nor is she. So why does he get a pass and she doesn't? Why is it unrealistic to expect him?
A pass at all. I'm just answering your question. Your question is about women.
But that would no, but Kay, but that would you would that essentially you would be giving them a pass though. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I didn't need to. If that's not
oh, okay, yeah. Like that's because look. So what you're saying is in that instance, you're saying if it doesn't work out, the reason it didn't work out was because she felt like that boy should have carried himself in whatever way that she felt, and but he didn't, and though he didn't live up to her expectations, he's not to blame for that because her expectations were just too high. So you're giving him an out. If I heard that, I would think you were excusing me. Like, oh, okay, yeah, see, your expectations too high. You thought I wasn't supposed to cheat? Shit, I'm 21. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they would take that.
Okay, it's just like when you grow up,
the women's expectations are too high. You meet someone, you have expectations out of that relationship.
Yeah.
Wherever you're at in your life, you have a need spiritually, emotionally, physically, whatever that you want to fulfill. And with that comes a level of expectation. Not too high, not too low. But if that person, your mate, doesn't meet them, you leave, right? Yes or no? I mean,
a lot of people leave, yeah.
The small percentage of women that I feel like could possibly, ruin a relationship. You see the stuff on, social media where someone has gifted their mate something big and she's completely unappreciative of it. Like, oh my God, I didn't want that. I wanted this versus that. I wanted it this way versus not that way.
Never seen that before. I've seen skits, I've seen a lot of skits like that where they try to like act like that's really happening, but I haven't actually seen. I've never seen somebody like catch that raw footage of a woman like not being appreciative of some like huge purchase. I just saw a stupid one. The nigga bought her a Navigator. He bought her a Navigator, I think, and then she was like, "Oh, I thought," she was like, "This not a Suburban, or I wanted the Cadillac." And then she took the keys and was like acting all fake mad and was like, "I can't believe you got me this. I wanted to," and he was like, "But babe, I just thought you would like," and they start doing this whole fucking back and forth. It's a skit. That shit ain't real. Like I've never seen a woman get a Navigator but ask for a Cadillac and throw a hissy fit about it. And I ain't saying them women don't exist. I'm just saying I've never seen it before.
But to Kay's point, here's the thing. And this is the part that we miss. If we see these skits or these videos where the woman is, quote, acting ungrateful, again, perspective is everything. Maybe, just maybe, that woman had been telling him for 2 years.
Sorry, Siren. My bad.
That woman had been telling him for 2 years, or for instance, it's a woman who likes flowers. When he met her, she liked flowers. He bought her flowers all the time, etc. Now they get into the relationship, they marry. He don't buy her flowers no more. So he comes home and he brings tickets to a fucking baseball game and say, "Oh, look what, baby, I got a surprise for you." She's like, "What's the surprise?" "I got us tickets to the such and such game." That's something that serves him. He hasn't considered her at all. So most times when you see women who react like that to stuff, it's because the man has missed the mark, and he's missed it intentionally. You know why? Because if you've been with somebody long enough, you know what kind of stuff they into. You know what kind of stuff they like. And I'm not talking about a Navigator versus a Escalade, because both are nice vehicles. Mm-hmm. But if they're both the same price range, and he went to the dealership and he's like, "I'm gonna get you this Escalade," and he came back with a Navigator, why is it wrong for her to say, "Wait, what happened to the Escalade?" Even if she's not showing, if she's not ungrateful, if she said, "Well, what happened to the Escalade?" It's inconsistent to what he's been telling her or what he's been showing her. But we don't see that side. We see the reaction and we think, "Oh, girl, I'll just be happy that he want to spend time with you. He got tickets for y'all to the game." Mm. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all want women to be okay with stuff like that, and that just boggles my mind. This man in here ain't never gonna go. Hold on, wait a second. I'm sorry. This man in here ain't never gonna do no shit for me that he hasn't thought about that wasn't unique to me. Not what he saw on social media, not what he saw that another woman liked. It's gonna be tailored to me because he knows me. He has a running list of the things I like, down to my coffee order, down to my Chipotle order, so he can always get it right. So that's intentionality. But a lot of men aren't intentional. They're lazy because they've been coddled. Because we, in society, we tell men, "Well, women mature faster than men." So if we are saying that, and it's being perpetuated because we're coddling them, what do you think the men gonna do?
Use it.
They're gonna use that to their advantage. They're not gonna try to mature. They're gonna be fucking lazy.
So my question is then to you is, clearly I don't have the answers, but is there any way that a woman can ruin a relationship?
Absolutely. I mean, Robbie already said it. Women can cheat, and women.
No, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, they absolutely can. And they do. Women ruin relationships. Absolutely, it happens.
How?
Lying, manipulating, not being considerate. Huh?
The toxic traits, the lying.
Yeah, the same way men ruin relationships, women can ruin a relationship. The same for the same shit. But like I said, I was asking more. My question was more so, and maybe I should have been more specific. I'll take that. What I'm asking is though, how do women commonly ruin relationships? What is like a common, what is like a common a trend when women ruin relationships? What is it? What does it look like? Paternity fraud, blockchain.
I think a lot of times the woman might blame the man for how she feels.
What do you mean?
Like, saying stuff like, "Oh, you're making me feel this. You're making me sad. You're making me mad," and you know what I mean. You know how men typically respond to that. It's like, "Yo, I don't control your emotions." You know what I mean?
But what if she is making? What if he is doing things to harm her, and then she's reacting to it and responding to it, and is making her sad? Like then he actually did make her sad, right?
Right. Yeah, and I'm not denying that we could negatively impact others. You know, and I guess maybe sometimes people they behave however, and they think others should just be accepting of whatever.
Are you saying in scenarios the man hasn't done anything and the woman is still like, but what have you done? Like, but you're hurting me. Like you're saying that, like they're making it up.
No. Like, all right. Are we allowed to get anecdotal or like?
Yeah, I'm. This ain't no. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just curious. Yeah.
All right. So personal story, right? My ex-girlfriend, right? When we would have our conversations, and the way she in her own mind, she thinks she's a great person, right? When it comes to character, when it comes to
in her own mind, she feels okay. So is she or is she not a good person?
She was blind to her like insufficiencies, I think. I think here's my theory, just about people as a whole. I think when you grade your own test, you're very likely to give yourself 100. If you're deserving of a 57, right? Like you won't give that score to yourself. It might be someone else. But if you're in your own mind giving yourself 100 because you're grading your own exam, when someone else gives you a 57 or a 67, it'll feel like a personal attack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So could you be specific? Because you're already using an anecdotal scenario. Like, just tell me what happened. Like, give me an example of what she used to do and what you used to do. That's what I want to know.
Right. Okay. So from her, the way she was experiencing me, right, she said that I gave, it was an overload of corrective feedback.
Okay.
Is how she experiences me, according to her.
Okay.
And
so you always had something to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. I do blame myself for involving myself with someone that didn't really want to grow, that was comfortable where they are. This person, they even said, they said I purposely hang around mediocre people because none of them challenge me to be more.
All right.
I've never heard someone say that, but this is like her truth or whatever, or how she feels. So it wasn't gonna work anyways, just based on that. But so I was coming from 11th place. It was never critique just for the sake of critique, and it was never critique without a potential solution. And I tried my best not to make the person feel like they have to listen to me, right?
Can you give me an example of what you would try to like help her with, or what critiques you had of her?
Yeah, it's been a minute. I kind of forgot, but just basically like it was like the way she would respond, like her attitude. Sometimes I would. All right, so one day she comes home from work, right, and she had a situation with an employee, and she's like super mad about it, and I'm teaching her how to like, just not internalize what other people do so much. And so time she's passed, and she was like, why is everything like a teaching moment with you?
I was about to say that. So she came home, she was upset about something that happened at work, and you took that time to tutor her and lecture her, and you don't see why she would be annoyed by that.
Yeah, I could see if I'm like doing it too much, I guess, to her. Yeah.
Whenever, one time. You only gotta do that to me once. like I don't know about you. I don't like that shit at all. Like, don't leave me the fuck alone. If I'm venting to you and you think that this is your time to like psychoanalyze me, let me tell you, it's not. It's not. It's your time to shut the fuck up and listen. I'll ask you what do you think I should do? That's when you come in. I'm glad you asked, right? Boom. Now set me up, give me the right shit. But if I don't ever ask your ass, why are you offering it to me?
Right.
You ain't her daddy.
Is there ever a time when it's appropriate at all?
I just told you. I just told you the time.
Oh, when they ask.
When it's solicited. Yeah. You gave her unsolicited information. Right? Unsolicited.
I don't want, my bad to interrupt. I didn't want her to be like so impacted because I saw how it was affecting her emotionally. And I just didn't want her to like, you know what I mean? If
you really cared about that though, you would have heard her out and you would have empathized with her. That would have that would have gone way further than you being like, hey, just try to shake that shit off. And, you know, you just got to be tougher than like that shit not helpful.
I was just about to say, men want empathy in situations like that, because if he was facing a similar situation, he wouldn't want her to be mansplaining him.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want her to be trying to teach you shit if Bobby at the office had did something that got you tight. You want solutions or you want support?
Solutions come way after the support.
Right.
Like way, like we might get around to the solution, because what you're acting as that, the assumption there is she doesn't have a solution. But what if she does? Because you can have a solution and still need to vent. So no matter what, you're going to need to vent. No matter what, you're going to need to process it and work through it. So you being there, being like, yo, let me just show up for her and listen to her or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, as if you don't go through shit like that. And when you do, you don't want somebody telling you, you know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody telling you like, hey, you know where you fucked up at though. You know where you fucked up at.
It was never accused.
Of course you did, bro. You can't. I already know. There's no way to do it. I'm just telling you right now, there's no way to do it without there's no way to do it without stepping on her toes. It's impossible. Because she didn't, I'm telling you, she never asked you for it. So you were automatically going to impose no matter what. Because she never asked you for the advice. So you were off the rip, you were imposing right off the bat. So it didn't, your tone could have, I whispered it to her. I put it in a love, like it don't matter. She never asked you for the advice. Right? Yeah. And you're saying that this was her problem? Like it sounded like you had the problem so far. Sound like you was the problem.
No, I wasn't saying it was her problem. And
you were saying it was her problem. You were saying it was her problem.
Wait, how did I say that?
Because I was asking you how this whole thing is like, how do women ruin relationships? And this was one of your examples.
You pretty much said she wasn't receptive to you providing criticism.
Yeah.
But I wasn't framing it to answer the prompt and then single her out. And if my bad if it sounds that way. Like that's not what I was trying to do. I don't know, man.
Y'all, here's the thing. I'm gonna help you, because if you're not married yet, or if you're in a relationship or think about a relationship, I'm gonna tell y'all. Listen, for the most part, women know there's really not a lot that y'all can tell or teach us unless you get somebody that's half your age that's still learning about life. But if you get somebody that is emotionally mature and on your level, what you should be looking for in a partner, you won't be having no issues like this. You won't have nothing to teach. But a lot of men go for women that they have to teach because it makes them feel empowered and it makes them feel valuable or important, instead of making them feel like a partner.
Right.
And I don't disagree. I think that a lot of the ways, honestly, if we were to talk about the ways that women ruin relationships, that just wouldn't be at the top of the list, because of the fact that there are a lot of men who are dedicated to trying to stabilize women based on what their standards are for them. Like, you can't meet somebody and want to make them a star athlete when really they want to be a teacher or a librarian. It's never going to work, because they already have in their mind the way that they project their lives. And a lot of people go wrong in relationships when they are trying to make somebody become something that they want them to be, as opposed to, I enjoy this person, I like this person, maybe even I've gone as far as to love this person, and I want to share my life with them. I'm not building my life around them. I'm not building my dreams and my legacy and my hopes on what this person becomes. We're doing this alongside each other. And honestly, based on the scenario that you gave, I ain't gonna lie, I would have been good too after that second little tidbit of advice, because I don't think it's very hard for men to rationalize how often women are getting advice from men unsolicited about everything. We listen to men all day long tell us, oh, you don't need all that makeup on your face, you beautiful without it. First of all, nigga, you don't even know what I look like without makeup. Who cares? Who cares? I don't care about how. But it's weird. It's funny, but it's weird. Like, I have seriously had a guy tell me one time, I don't know why you wear those lashes. You have beautiful eyes naturally. I don't know why you do that. And I'm like, first of all, I'm not in a relationship with you. I'm not married to you. Why do you care how my eyes look like that? And I think that that's the bigger issue, is that a lot of men have dedicated themselves to finding women that they want to fix into the type of women that they want to be partners with. And honestly, that's why they end up ruining those relationships, because if you're trying to find somebody to become what you desire, as opposed to finding somebody that you already desire, it's always going to go left, because you're going to constantly be trying to figure out how to mush that person into this mold, and they just don't fit. When you could really find somebody that you like and that likes you, and everybody wins, because you will not care how that person develops as a person, because of the fact that, again, you're invested in the experience of them, not in what you can get out of them.
Right. Somebody said she don't want a dad, she wanted a friend. But even like true friends, right? Like they give corrective feedback at some point. I'm not saying it got to be every day or all the time, but like, you know, like it's someone your friend if they see how you're suffering and they don't, you know what I mean? And sometimes a good solution comes unsolicited, you know what I mean? Sometimes. But I do see, it's not like I don't see how it can't be annoying, or how it could be annoying if someone's, because, you know, I got this one friend, that's all he does is give corrective feedback like all the time. So, you know, sometimes when I'm dealing with my friend, I'm like, damn, I wonder if this is how my ex was experiencing me, because I get annoyed with my friend, you know what I mean? The only difference, like, so with my friend, I couldn't receive the corrective feedback because I don't look up to him. Like, he doesn't inspire me. You know, I'm not even sure if I think we're peers for real. Like, I think there's only 3 vantage points you look at a person from. You look up to them, you think you're peers, or you look down on them. If you look down, not necessarily that you're better, but they don't have any desire, they don't have any outcomes in life that you want to replicate. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing about them that's like, wow, I want to be like this person. You know what I mean? Or I don't know. I feel like it's easy to listen to someone if you inspire them, you know? So,
and I think that's, you accidentally stumbled on where the problem was, because with that logic, the assumption is that you're somebody that she looks up to. In partnership, if that's what you're looking for, maybe in a relationship you are looking for somebody that looks up to you. I know people who are in relationships like that. God bless them, because I can't do it. But if you are looking for somebody to look up to you, then yes, it makes sense why you would want to, you know, find a project. But if you're looking for somebody who wants partnership with you, they're not looking for your leadership or your tutelage on how to be a person. They are literally looking for somebody that they can share these experiences with and these accomplishments with as they go along, because that's what that is. You're not talking about can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. But you're not looking for somebody that that you're creating a life for them. You're looking at somebody who is parallel to the life that you're living. Because again, separate from your person, you gotta have your own stuff. You gotta have your own goals. You gotta have your own ideas. If you constantly want somebody that's looking up to you as a father figure, of course the relationship gonna keep getting weird, because, you know, if she wants you to be her daddy outside of the bedroom, I ain't here to judge nobody, then yeah, you probably are gonna run into some issues, because there's already something that she's missing that you are never going to be able to fulfill. But that's where that continues to go left. Like, look for somebody that you're trying to share life with, and not somebody that you're trying to guide through life. That is a child. That would be a child.
Right.
I hate nicknames. In the bedroom, I ain't gonna even lie. Just call me by my don't nothing make that word stand at attention and say about fucking government name. That shit be, I don't need no nickname, nigga. Tell me my fucking, my real name. Give me my oh man, y'all crazy. Go ahead, Kayla.
Ryan, hope y'all doing well today.
We doing good. Hold on, wait, hold on. Tonight just said we have the expectations that everyone around little girls and women has urged us to have. But when we pursue them, it becomes a problem. Metal Kisser said, anyone who isn't sympathetic when I vent makes me not want to talk to them about anything because what's the point if I know you're going to shut me up? Yeah. To me, that's exactly what it is, Metal Kisses. Anytime a motherfucker hears what you have to say and they want to offer you some advice, it's to keep you quiet because they don't want to have to deal with the rest of that shit. It's like, here, I gave you the solution. You still crying? Damn.
Right. Yeah, and I understand we shouldn't be quick with that, but like Pub, like in your personal life, I'm sure you have friends that for years it's the same issue. It's like, yo, if you really love them, like you gonna sit back and like never say nothing. You know what I mean? Like
I don't talk to them about their issues if they don't listen to me after so long.
Right.
if you been going through the same shit for 20 years, and I told you in year one, you need to stop that shit. And it's year 20 and you still want to talk about it. I'll listen. I've done it before. I'll listen. I do not. Why? You got it. Damn, Craig. Oh, wow. For real? Damn, she did the same thing she did 20 years ago. She doing the same shit today, huh? Damn. That's crazy. Uh-huh. You just don't get you get no empathy. That's it. The empathy is gone at that point, no doubt about it. But I'm not about to offer up shit still, because they ain't asked me for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, and when they do, if you're doing the same shit and you do ask me for advice, guess what? I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Cause I'm in my mind, I'm going, nigga, I already done told you this shit 10 years ago. You asked me to tell you to give you the answer again. I already gave you the answer. You asked me no. Nah, damn. Hey, you know what, man? Just let go and let God, my nigga. Stay prayed up. Keep God in your life, fuck nigga. That's all I got for.
You know what's more diabolical? You mad because she's complaining about her job and we in this oppressive ass system. I'm pretty sure if she could move on and get a new job, she would. You see what I'm saying? Like sometimes people be stuck in cycles at work, but she ain't got no choice. She ain't got no other job, but she has to get those frustrations out. But we all being oppressed, my guy. Like
rent still do. Like at the end of the day. So, at some point I just be like, all right, you got it. But yeah, well, my wife, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had to work on that shit too. Like always trying to give her the answer to everything, thinking I was helping her, but really I was just trying to help myself. Now when she just tell me shit, I be like, damn. You think I just be interested in the conversation? Like she be telling me shit about at work, and I just be like, damn, why you think he did that? Oh, because of woody woo. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Why? So she never. Nope. Damn, it'd be a normal conversation now. Like I ain't trying to fix the problem. I can't fix it. Also, I'm like, I don't know about y'all. Look, man, you know what? You might be, you kind of described it. You may be in a different situation. I know for a fucking fact, I don't got no answer that my wife ain't already thought of. I'm not going to say that's most men or that's every man or that's every, like, I don't know. I don't know what y'all situation, how that shit is set up. But I know, like, I'm like 99% sure that whatever I'm finna tell her, she done thought about that shit already. So it don't even, like, that's why I wait for her to tell me. And then if it's like what I agree with or whatever, then I'll be like, yeah, yep, I agree with that. And if it don't, then I'll give her, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, or maybe, but most of the time, no, all them little times I thought I was helping that woman, she already knew. She already thought of that shit. Like she thought about that shit on the way home. Also, a lot of times when people talk to you about shit, that don't be when the shit first happened for them. You know what I'm saying? That's like a week of that shit, 2 months of that shit. Then they finally want to talk to you about it. It's like, you don't think they already done? They talking to you because they can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, all right, I just got to get it off my chest. Right. But they done screamed about it in their car on the way home. They done, You know what I mean? Like they done thought about it or whatever. Like I just when people vent, just let them vent. Like that's a part of the process. Just let motherfuckers get it off their chest, and you know. But don't be on some like, are you done? Great, let's keep. You know what I'm saying? Like let's go back to what we was doing. But you know, just be like, oh no, damn, oh that's crazy. I heard you saying. Woo, woo, woo. Had a conversation, and then.
So Paul, do you think women are better suited venting to each other? Because maybe it'll be too annoying.
Hell yeah, they better suited venting to each other.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
But do like
from a very small age.
Shit, I like venting to women. I don't like venting to men. I hate venting to men. You niggas is terrible. Y'all get the worst advice. Men give the worst advice. I hate venting to men. Garbage. Don't listen. First of all, niggas don't listen. Nigga, one time I was telling, this ain't even one time. This is just what happened. I just remember this time. I was telling my niggas something that had happened to me. It was like tragic. It was bad as fuck. This nigga was at work, right? Which is fine. You know, we be talking at work. The nigga said, hold on. Put me on hold. No problem. Came back and then started talking about some other shit. Like, I was like, nigga, I ain't even say nothing to him. I just pivoted the conversation and I was like, yeah, I ain't never talking to that nigga again about nothing. He just literally just started having a different conversation. I was like, oh yeah, this shit crazy.
Men don't know how to actually give advice. And if we're honest, they admit it. They admit all the time that they don't know how to give advice. The first thing that you'll ask a man is, or men will admit to is, we solution oriented. That's why we don't give good advice. And you'll ask like, okay, I need some advice.
All right,
okay, what is it? You want a solution? Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, let's go with that. I would like a solution. Okay, my daddy did. Fix it. Not fix it. And they completely confused because again, when you're talking about giving people advice and being there for them and being support for them, sometimes you're not going to be able to give it. Honestly, you're not going to be able to give a solution all the time. Sometimes you are meant to be of support to your person. And men are so adamant about being solution oriented that sometimes y'all solving problems and it ain't even a problem yet. It's something that's either unfixable or it's something that's not an actual problem that has a solution all the time.
Right.
Facts. Go ahead, Kayla.
Hi everyone. Hope everyone is doing well today.
Yep.
So just to answer the prompt, I can't really think of one solid reason. Other than maybe like being unfaithful or something, but I don't see that as ruining the relationship, and women don't usually cheat first a lot of the time. So I don't even see that being a legitimate reason. But if it's possible, I wanted to speak to Robbie.
Robbie? Yeah, go ahead. And then Carlos, go. Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead, Kayla, and then Carlos.
Yeah, I'm next, bro. I got you.
Okay, so I really wanted to speak on some of the verbiage that you were using earlier. And if you are, I'm pretty sure when you're saying it, it doesn't sound as bad as how it hits people's ear or how it hit my ear at least. And it was like you're saying things like corrective feedback, teach, look up to. And it's kind of jarring in a way because you're putting yourself in a position of like Mr. Miyagi and she's the grasshopper. So it's kind of strange because that's not something that's just to be expected in a relationship just because you two are together or in some sort of partnership. And then when you're bringing up things about like, friendship and people hold, each other accountable in friendship, that is true. However, friendships and relationships have different levels of intimacy in different ways. So the rapport that you might have, with a friend and the quote unquote corrective feedback that they might provide is going to be completely different than when you're speaking and you're opening up to your partner who is supposed to be an expected safe space for you to be able to vent and all those other things. So it's going to come across a little bit different. Like I said, once you put yourself in this position where you're almost reaching down, low-key controlling a little bit. So I don't don't know if that's how you meant for it to come off, but it sounds like, you know.
Yeah. I do care, you know. Sometimes she be plagued by certain situations, and I feel like I have something to say that could help. And I just, you know, I don't like seeing people like suffer years at a time. Same thing. Like, and it's not like I can't listen. It's not like I would jump down the road with the solution. I'd listen for like an hour, you know what I mean? 2 hours, but eventually, no matter when what I say came out, it's like, dang, you want to treat everything like a teaching moment. I'm like, dang, my bad. Like, you know, so it's like, damn, like how much say is a man allowed to have? Like, can he say anything? Like, I
don't know.
You doing that thing where men kind of do that extreme where it's like, oh, you don't want me to like her pics and I'll just delete social media altogether. It's like
that's called gaslighting.
For you to not speak. Like nobody's saying for you to not speak. Yeah. There's just like whenever somebody is venting to you about something, and I feel like men have a super hard time with this because when somebody is venting to you about something, it requires you simply to just listen and extend an empathy that I think a lot of the time men just simply can't extend because it requires more emotional labor than they can actually do or that they're willing to do. And it's like, that requires you to put your ego to the side and not feel like what you have to say is so important that it outweighs the emotional burden you have to do at the moment.
Hey, I don't know where Carlos went. He dropped really fast. They be real impatient. They can't wait 3 minutes. You can go ahead, Penelope.
Hey, Bob, how's it going?
Good.
Hey, so I have 10 ways that women ruin relationships.
Let's hear
them. One is robbing men who are selfish lovers anytime they finish and you don't. The second one is encouraging your friends to rob them. The third is hiring PIs to find their estranged fathers and bringing them to the cookout as your date. Number 4 is giving his supervisor a son. Number 5 is telling him you're taking him to Six Flags and dropping him off at the border without his ID or proof of citizenship. 6 is gifting him your favorite candles every year when he asks you for a football jersey with another man's name on it instead. Number 7 is gifting him exercise equipment so he can get back to who he was when he met you, even though he asked you for tickets to the Usher concert. Number 8 is going to the Usher concert with the homie or coworker you tell him not to worry about. Number 9, buying boxers in the wrong size and mixing them in with his laundry and then shrugging and telling him that you thought they were his when he asks about them. Number 10, move into his apartment without talking to him about it and then call him a gold digger when he asks you to help with rent. And then I didn't write this one down, but I think stealing his inheritance also could qualify.
So you just saying that's just shit that men be doing to women, and you just
No, I'm just saying these are ways that if you want to be in a relationship with a man, you have a few options.
My first question is, did she do these things unwarranted or is it get back in some sort of way?
I don't think it matters.
No, there's no such thing as getting back.
Yeah.
Only getting better.
That's fair. Oh, y'all can't hear anything?
Nah.
No. They said on YouTube. They said they can't hear anything. You sure? Anyways, okay. Who else is up here? Oh, they dropped already. Okay. So we got one more person. Lynette, what's good? Lynette, what's good? I don't know what's going on. Madam Speaker, what's happening? Interesting. Are y'all meaning to come up? Yeah, all right. I'm not letting nobody up there. Fuck it. Let's do that. Every time I let somebody up, it's not, they don't talk or something. They drop or something like that. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, well, I think we have arrived. I was just letting everybody up. I wanted to make sure everybody got got to say their piece. It's about that time. Now I gotta go get my baby. I heard the alarm. Oh, y'all didn't hear the alarm go off.
Have a good day, Pablo.
Yeah. Jay Villa said, your mods keep kicking me. No, they don't. They can't kick you from the live. What you talking about, Jay Villa? Sound like Jay Dilla.
Don't do that.
No, this is the name. It's just the name. It's just the name. It's Jay Villa. He stole it from Dilla. I know.
Not too much.
He's not Dilla.
We ain't nobody kicked him.
Oh, I know.
From where? He ain't been in the box.
I invited him up right now. I just wanted to check with him. I just wanted to make sure he was good. I just wanted to make sure he good. But I don't think so. Invite you? Why would I invite you? Why y'all be wanting me to invite you up? Why can't you just get in the box? Oh, because you don't got no followers. It might not let you up. You might be a troll account. They don't be letting trolls up.
They also want to say irrational stuff and blame you. And be like, I didn't ask to come up here. You invited me up here.
That's what the nigga did to me the other day.
I ain't asked to come up here. You invited me up here.
Nigga said, he said, yeah, man, he was like, what was he like? He was like, y'all just came up here for the conversation. I said, nigga, you invited me up. I was in the comments, minding my business. Then I come up.
Oh, I know who you talking about.
Yeah, I come up and he don't want to talk to me. I was like, this is weird as hell. But all right, man.
I asked you them rounded questions that didn't make sense.
Oh, that was a different. Hold on, you was in both of those because it was two different ones. Not the most recent one. It was a different one right before it. I think you was in that one too.
Where I was like, I don't understand what the heck is going on right now. It's so far.
The dude, yes, he was never able to get to the point. Like he kept asking those weird questions, and I was like, but what's the point? And then he was like, you just don't understand. I was like, come on, bro. You got it. But hey.
I swear he was intellectual. If Johnny had 2 apples,
That's what he was.
Like,
It be niggas, every nigga is it's a lot of these Oswald Bates niggas in the world. I'm sitting there like, damn, this shit is crazy.
Is that like fake intellectuals?
There's a lot of pseudo intellectuals. Tiff, what's good?
Oh, sorry, Paul. I didn't mean to request.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'll drop down.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, T-Boss. Hey, man, yeah. I'm about to rock out. Hey, I might spin the block a little bit later. The live, we might have to try a little late night live, late afternoon live. I don't want to do it, but I might have to do it. They playing with me. I don't like the trajectory. I don't like the trajectory that the lives is going. Man, I'm hungry. I gotta go eat some food. These ain't no Cheetos. Don't ever do. These is the, hey, if you like, you know what I'm saying? Get you some, these right here. Fire. Low key. Fancy. Niggas can't eat Cheetos. I gotta go get my baby. I can't. It ain't about eating. I gotta go get my kid. That nigga at school. He about to get out. And I gotta get back here and pick up my big baby. And I gotta hang out with them. You know, we gotta have our little bonding time. Yeah, they off-brand Takis. Exactly. Takis. Rolled corn tortilla chips. Fire. Limey is first. Limey is fuck. Thanks, Carly. We had a good time though, man. Shout out to all the everybody on the super chat on YouTube. We did it, Joe. Reese Skylar Osa, intently purposeful. My shining star, basketball G. Teresa, to Nigel, metal kisses. I appreciate y'all for real, man. Thanks for holding your boy down. We're gonna be back a little bit later in the afternoon.